This is a Do You Validate podcast.
And the camera opens on the three of you riding away, and Stefan, as you are leaving Atlanta, it's behind you due to, the murders and all the stuff that just happened. And, you may or may not be wanted for questioning with not just 2 dead bodies you left behind, because there was multiple left from Concordis. But you know what? That's someone else's problem.
That's how Marlon thinks.
Yeah. But stuff is, you guys are feeling pretty good as you can. Jamie, you feel like so strong. You feel invigorated, like you, and like Dodo is so happy he's living life. Y'all can clear any harm you had to.
I was
by the
like,
way.
you said I feel good, so I have healed.
Yeah. But you physically though, Jamie, like you feel stronger than you've ever felt before. Dodo's thrilled due to the fact that y'all, the thing that he'd been running from, you killed it. You're feeling good. Ron, even though the collector was lost, you know that he's with you now.
I look in the rearview mirror and see him wrapped around my head and torso.
Yeah, no one else can see it, but there's always like a little faint, and when you look in the mirrors, there's like a little faint collector wrapped around you. Marlon, how do you feel? Okay, so let me ask you this. You had to watch everything go on. What do you feel worse about? That you had to watch everything, or that Concordis forgot you?
I mean, I got the last laugh.
Yeah.
I think if he had beat us, Marlon would feel. That's what Marlon's telling himself.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's like concerned about the angel arm.
Yeah. I mean, because the angel's mad at you.
Yeah.
Because you tricked it.
Is the angel constantly yelling at you or asking you about stuff?
Yeah.
Right
Isn't
now?
it just like a sort of an internal monologue?
It's kind of an internal monologue, and it's talking about how you've like betrayed it and you tricked it, and that this is a violation of the angel codes, and it's saying a bunch of what you assume to be are like numbers and things like that for angels, but they got different math up there.
Yeah.
That's God math.
It's God, but Marlon does not know God math.
Yeah.
He's more concerned about the angel.
Yeah,
and
the
about
angel's-
getting in trouble for all the dead bodies.
The angel's mad at you. But yeah, y'all did.
What is it doing with the hand? It still has
the
control
hand?
of the hand.
The
Yeah.
hand is still just like tucked behind your back, and it's just like at a 10. It's not moving. You have no control over it. It's pretty uncomfortable too, because it's from like probably like bicep down that the angel arm is, because the fucked up little guy arm got really high up there. I think the most annoying part outside of the inner monologue of an angel screaming at you constantly is the fact that your shoulder is hurting because your arm is just like pushed behind. You can try to move your shoulder, but like the arm is so stiff and rigid that like it's just like snapping back into place.
Yeah, I'm not happy about that.
But you're just, and funniest thing still is you're right-handed, so you're only rocking a left hand essentially.
Yeah, my handwriting's not gonna be too smooth when I try to forge stuff.
But yeah, so y'all are heading out of town, and you're definitely outside the city limits. Anton, you left him. He understood, but you guys did a good job murdering some people. Justifiable murders on this end
Right.
too. Like,
Very
justifiable.
Self-defense. I mean,
y'all did really good. So yeah, I think at this point, like you guys are stopping to like get some food, fuel up, and stuff like that. Trying to figure out where to go next. Y'all stop off at a gas station. What kind of snacks are y'all getting?
Marlon's probably buying something alcoholic.
Yeah.
He's buying like a tall boy of something.
since I feel really good, I'm going to treat myself to an extra sugary soda, like a Fanta Peach or something like super fruity flavored. Also, I'm wondering if because we did a good job, if my dad is proud of me.
Like just in general?
Yeah. Well, he said like I did a good job on the other things, so if we did another good job, I guess he's going to find out, right? And then maybe he'll be proud of me more again. And what will that feel like? Who's to know?
Truly, tabletop role-playing is a power fantasy.
Yeah, great. It just threw me off so much.
Also, have we stopped? I guess I've changed clothes. Can I get a hose or something and wash the blood off?
Yeah, you guys
stop off at the Flying J and host you down.
You guys were able.
We went to a Love's and I went out back.
You guys were able to grab you grabbed the stuff from whatever hotel motel you're staying at, and
I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't walking in
and cleaned up and changed.
It was called the Hotel Motel Holiday Inn.
Yeah,
not affiliated with the Holiday Inn.
Marlon gets a whole pack of Topo Chico alcoholic seltzers.
Well, yeah. What are y'all? What's
gonna drink them in the
What
van.
horse shirt are you wearing now, Jamie?
It's the front of a horse, like head to hoof, just facing, like the eyes follow you. and it says, "You've got the power."
So weird. That's the weirdest horse shirt yet.
We had horse business with a briefcase,
That's
one
a horse that does business.
This
Makes
horse
perfect
is
sense.
empowering.
It's just got the weird creepy eyes.
That's just an angle thing.
That's what I'm saying. That's what's creepy about this one.
Should they be googly eyes? They're
This
googly
one's-
eyes.
this
I'm
one's-
sorry. They're googly
Jamie
eyes.
added because the eyes were creepy.
Jamie,
Yeah, Jamie
she was
added.
like, "This
Glued.
is too much."
Anyways.
What does Ron get at the gas station?
What's Ron getting?
Ron picks up a crossover horse shirt that's Dr. Hooves and also gets some crispy chicken biscuits.
Does he need to get a
Some
postcard?
crunchy. Ooh, maybe Ron does need to.
Aw.
Ron's got to pick up a postcard. And,
Yeah, right into your...
It's just a picture of the highway off ramp and
Yeah.
sort of where all these gas stations and shit are. So
I want to say, too, now that Concordis is gone, Marlon is looking on his phone, checking Christian social media to see if he's posted anything.
Oh, there is
not
zero.
Christian social media,
Nothing.
but
No,
Christians.
Christian, no deal.
There, even because like you were still checking while you were in Atlanta and stuff. Like there's been zero activity on anything that you have on him. Like any, like, because you probably know a lot of his like passwords, social
His dating
stuff.
app profiles, all his secrets.
Children's social media.
Yeah.
Have they updated?
Yeah, I miss Daddy. No, they're all too
No,
young.
Marlon feels
They're all
bad.
too young to have social media, even in this day and
Well,
age.
the wife would be like, "We're just praying that
Yeah,
he'll
the
be
wife
back."
is posting like update. We're still looking for him, but we got our prayer warriors on our side. That's so like Christian to fucking marry like a really religious woman, and like that's his front that he just has like a very God-loving and fearing family.
Yeah.
Don't
Well, she's
know if
also
you've
a
heard of her.
Karen.
American fascism kind of got this. Yeah, like you've
Yeah,
watching
yeah.
it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris,
Just wanted to check in on that.
yeah.
Okay.
So the three of you come out of the gas station. You see somebody standing, not like creepily next to the van, just standing next to the van. Who do they see? And everyone say hello to our guest, which I hope I don't butcher this name. Syriinx? Wait, shit.
Syriinx.
Syriinx.
You did
yeah.
it. You did it.
Syriinx, who is joining us today on this interlude.
You see next to the van, I hope I don't butcher this, 5'6", because I don't use foot, I use centimeters.
Yeah.
That's a human height. Yeah.
Yeah, that's human.
That's my height. I am
Perfectly
human.
Normal human.
Normal human height, I am.
Yeah.
A 5'6" lady. She has like long curly blonde hair, wearing some like tight jeans, a white cropped top, and a pink leather jacket with like big round sunglasses. And she's holding her arm up like in a hook to have a little purse on there. She's standing next to your van with the sunglasses on. And the moment you guys leave, she lowers the sunglasses to look at you. And she walks, like, takes a few steps towards you guys and says, probably with you, like, all still holding your snacks, "Well, hi there, girlfriends. Can I take up, like, 5 minutes of your time? I promise it won't be more."
Jamie is like wowed that a cool girl is coming up and talking to her.
Yeah, Jamie, you hear inside your head, you hear Doug go, "Jamie, this is probably the coolest person we've ever met. All right, listen, play it cool. You gotta play it cool. Play it cool. Listen, we did a lot of murder back there. Maybe we get another member of the gang. And I'm not trying to kick Marlon out, but just look what's that jacket, Jamie.
I like her purse.
She's just controlling the room right now."
What do I say,
Marlon's
Dodo? What do I
immediately
say?
suspicious.
And I say that out loud.
She doesn't wait for you to actually answer if she can have 5 minutes of your time. So when
cool.
Jamie says that, she's like, "Oh, well, perfectly great. All right, so I just have a quick question for you guys. Have you all been doing any, how would you call it, irredeemable, soul-staining actions recently? And she's like full on smiling.
Jamie, this is great. I mean, soul-staining actions we've been doing. Tell her about the murders we just did.
I think it depends on who you ask.
It's like Jamie is just like, oh.
She lowers her sunglasses even more and clearly eyes Marlon upside, like from top to bottom.
Why?
Like
He's glaring at her. He said, I'm gonna go to the van. And he tries to sidestep you. He doesn't want to talk about soul-staining actions.
she like clasps her hands together and like takes a little step backwards, like in front of you, like, oh, well, no need to run or anything. I'm sure you don't have a better place to be right now.
I'm not running. I just want to enjoy my beverages that I bought. I don't know you. Who are you? What's your name?
You can call me Heather. It's lovely, I suppose, to meet you all.
Ma'am.
I'm not going to ask your names right now because it's the next part is not going to be so nice for you, you know? Because, I mean, I was kind of hoping you were going to answer me, but since you're not going to, and she looks at Marlon, she's like, you've clearly been on some weird, fucked up shit, and I think your soul is a bit stained. So, if you wouldn't mind, and in front of you, this figure is like enveloped in shadow almost. Like there's like from the ground up, from where her shadow on the ground is, it envelops her, and the figure transforms into this hellish form. You see horns, there's a tail with the stinger on it, there's like fangs, there's like glowing yellow eyes, and the mouth unhinges and basically starts vacuuming towards Marlon. I don't know, Joel. I guess he starts feeling a little pull.
I'm not trying to run away. I was like, did Mammon send you?
Yeah, and then,
I have a year left. I have like 10 months.
Jamie, you do hear in your head, coolest fucking person ever.
I'm kind of scared. Is this okay?
I
Not
dropped
really.
the Topo Chicos. I'm trying to run.
This
Trying to
escalated.
hoover me up into like a demon mouth.
Wait, is Marlon trying to run, but it's just the Scooby-Doo leg?
Yeah, just like running. Like he's getting like a tiny little bit like ahead, then it sucks back,
He's
and a tiny little
sweating.
bit ahead and sucks back.
Well, this escalated faster than usual. Ron tries to finish his chicken biscuit before walking over to try and pick up Marlon.
Yeah, take your time.
Well, you're holding your distance. I'm a big boy. I can finish a chicken biscuit while I walk. But yeah, I would try and walk over and grab hold of Marlon and pull you free of the, I don't know, gaping maw of the shadow monster. That seems, like a good starting point.
The best thing to describe would be that, like, Marlon, I think you could kind of feel like you're not physically being pulled any closer, but something inside of you is wanting to get out. Yeah.
Like wanting to get out, like express what I did, or like there's something physical inside of me.
I think it would be fun if it was both. Like in this desperate last moment, you're trying to confess your sins or something. But it definitely feels like your consciousness almost wants to get out and go into the little vacuum mouth.
Oh my god! Well, he's gonna try. It's his instinct to try to fight it until he can't anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Marlon would not go to therapy. This is like,
Not even demon therapy.
not even demon therapy. No, unless there was an angle. So he's gonna. I mean, just in character, he's just gonna try to keep running away until it becomes overwhelming and he can't.
If Marlon like let top of consciousness like admission of anything, what would it be? If he just like let something slip as he's trying to run away.
It would be like, I cheated on my first boyfriend in 12th grade.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. It was his fault. Then he tries to like cover it up.
The backpack.
Yeah.
As you say that, she stops. Like you're set back on the ground, like the mouth like closes back up, but it's still the demonic form, and she stops. She's like, okay, yeah, I did not think it could be this difficult. All right, maybe it's just you. Maybe you are just a problem. And she looks at Ron and she just says like, maybe have better luck with you. Maybe you're more stained, I guess. And she just like, the mouth opens up again and she starts vacuuming towards Ron.
I think for Ron, since you're looking for like actual stain, like Ron
I just smashed a guy in the head with a hammer.
Yeah, like Ron doesn't feel the pull as much. It feels like there's like a little tickle, but like everything he doesn't really feel bad for anything he's done. And
I don't feel great about crushing Concordis, but he was trying to kill us, so I can't. It doesn't feel like soul staining. It seems kind of justified. Most folks would probably do the same.
But he is just talking about how he did just kill a man, but it was justified.
I suppose in the end it doesn't really matter how stained they are. I guess he would like start feeling his soul being sucked out, and all the while Heather, as she calls herself right now, is just like awed at how these people are not doing anything against this. They're just standing there. So in her soul she's like thinking, oh well, maybe this is like easier. Maybe humans don't really want to fight after all. Maybe just want to go down.
Ron, having had the experience of his soul leaving his body twice before now, is sort of is able to at least recognize what's happening, tries to steel himself against it, and realizing this is probably like, oh yeah, you've turned into a monster. Well, we've made friends with monsters before, but I don't much care for your tone, ma'am. I don't appreciate this soul sucking you seem to be. What's your business? What's your business here?
She tries to answer, but her mouth is still this like vacuum black hole. So there's like, it's mumbled in the beginning where she tries to like, and then she like knows that it's not gonna work that like this. So she stops. She brushes off her like nails, even though nothing literally happened to them. And she looks at you and she says, well, isn't it obvious? I'm gonna collect your soul, dummy.
But I'm using that.
Oh, Marlon pulls a gun.
Boom. There we go. You want escalations. We got you.
You tell Marlon to calm it down. Tell her to do what's next. I got some things I'll tell her.
Boo, you want to do it?
Yeah. No, she seems really cool. I want to impress her.
Heather, my friend has stuff to say to you.
She turns to Jamie, but because Marlon pulled a gun on her, she just like briefly stops, like reaches out a hand with like a little finger, like boops the gun, and she's like, oh, that's adorable. And then she looks at Jamie and she says, what is it, sweetheart?
Also, whenever she boops your gun, you're now holding a hairdryer.
I drop it. Hold on, I gotta go get something for the van.
No.
I'll be right back.
He goes, hold on, can I pop that real quick?
Yeah, just the head though.
Yeah, just the head. And so you see Jamie's head transform into this like castle head. He goes, hey, what's up? I'm Dodo. I've killed thousands of people. It's pretty tight. I've bathed in blood. I love doing drugs. I killed a bunch of people's parents before. I just ate this guy that was chasing me. I ate his heart. And now this is my best friend, Jamie. I'm inside of her. And I just think that jacket is so cool. I love those nails. That hair is great. And like, as the leader of this gang, I do kind of want to invite you to join the party.
Jesus Christ.
We're going around and like, listen, I think we could really use, what is it? Are you a demon, right?
I think Heather is like looking at him with like raised eyebrows. This is the feeling for her when someone in the movies she saw, like one of the humans has a crush on the other and they're just trying to impress the other. So she like doesn't want to be rude here, but she's like, oh, hi, Dodo, was it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, it's funny that you would ask it. I am a demon indeed. I'm actually, I told you could call me Heather, but if you really want to know, I'm Ainera. I am the heiress to Ramiel, the prince of pride down in hell. I would almost start to feel bad for you that I have to suck the soul out of this body, but, a quota is a quota. And the guys just so happened to be the first one I came across. I'm so sorry.
Oh, listen, you gotta run this side by Jamie, but I think don't suck our souls. We could probably find some souls for you to get though, right? And then like Jamie's head like pops back up.
Huh? That guy over there has seen everything, and he might have some stories. I don't know if you're familiar with gas stations, but a lot of times there's stuff going on. That's probably where the Fug lived, was the gas station.
He lived at a Lowe's.
Maybe we could find another Fug.
I'm in the van looking for my gun with the holy bullets that I got forever ago.
Yeah.
I want to find that.
Yeah.
I get it.
You probably only have like a clip left of those.
Yeah, I don't have very many, but I feel like this is a time to use it.
Yeah.
So I go get it.
Yeah, you find it.
Do you want to find a Fulg with us?
Just to be clear here, was Jamie pointing at Marlon when
No,
talking about that
No,
guy?
I think she was pointing at the gas station attendant.
The employee?
Who are you pointing at?
Just a guy sitting on the curb.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. I just thought, you were
Yeah.
outside a gas station.
Yeah.
The guy's eyes go wide. Like, what?
What's this guy doing?
He's just sitting on the curb with a brown paper bag.
Okay, yeah.
This
okay.
poor dude.
Is there anything in that brown
His
paper
soul
bag?
up?
I don't know if is it stained?
It doesn't matter.
Does it?
Marlon has the most stained soul out of anybody you know, probably. So he's gonna come out of the van and try to line up and shoot.
Jamie's thinking like if we can find the Fulg before it like infects the next Marlin, it would probably be like good for the world
Yeah.
to prevent the spread of that, you know.
Only you can prevent fulgism.
So Jamie points to a random guy that's just drinking at the side of a gas
Innocent
station.
guy.
Wait, we don't know.
None are innocent.
We'll be
but
able to
he's
tell,
unrelated
right?
to this. He's not.
We'll
Yeah.
know if he's stained or not. If he's not stained, then there's nothing to eat, right?
Everyone is stained. Marlon's not in this conversation. I don't know why.
Paul's arguing with you too. Like Rod's still processing.
I think she briefly looks over to the guy on the curb, but then looks back at Jamie. He's like, well, actually, I think that guy, and she turns to look at Marlon, who's like rummaging through the van.
Mm-hmm.
I think that guy has a way more interesting soul because, I don't know, but why would you hang out with a two-faced bitch like that? And she like side-eyes Marlon.
He doesn't hear
like-
it. He doesn't hear it.
She's like, you know, he's working both sides, right? Oh, God, who would do that?
Oh.
I said God.
I think I see where you're coming from with the both sides thing, but it's not like Marlon didn't set out to do that. It happened, and you know, he's trying to get out of this thing with Mammon. Do you know Mammon? Can you tell Mammon not to kill our friend?
Well, girlfriend, I can do all sorts of things, but you know, he surely didn't choose for it, just like I didn't choose to come to Earth to collect souls, huh? I get it. You humans and your iron. Oh, wait, no, what was it again? And she actually, like, stands there and thinks for a second. She's like, is it irony? And she turns to look at Jamie.
Irony's a thing. I don't use it much.
Right. Well, that's totally what I meant then. Anyway, she turns and looks at Marlon, who's...
Yeah, I think at this point Marlon has like a gun trained on you.
I was trying to shoot her.
You're
With one-
shooting?
with one of the holy bullets. She's already said she's trying to eat our
What about
souls.
the
What do you
guy
want,
on the
Joel?
curb? You
Like-
might accidentally
fine.
hit him.
Okay,
roll,
yeah.
roll
I don't know if
the
I'm gonna-
roll
I'm-
to kick some ass.
I'm not going to use a bunch of the bullets, assuming I survive this. But she's already expressed it. It's not like, oh, she wants to examine us.
It's killing in
This
self-defense,
was a
Joel.
one. It's a 5 failure on one of my holy bullets.
You just
It was my left hand.
Did you
too.
shoot the guy on the curb?
That would be
you
funny.
just like shoot and then like the gas station attendant comes out. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing?
There's
Why
a
are you
demon! Go
Why are
away!
you shooting into this building?"
Look!
We're so sorry,
And
our
you see
friend.
him like reach behind the counter. He pulls out a shotgun. And he points at the money. He's like, "You better get the fuck out of here."
Great! Just what I needed. Then he goes back to the van.
Yeah.
Sorry, sir.
And also to this guy, he's like, "Oh, so this is just a beautiful blonde lady right here, love your pink jacket. Y'all can see her as a demon, but this guy doesn't." And he's just like, "Jesus Christ, I'm about to call the cops here."
Oh, we should be on
This
our
is
way, I
Cobb
guess.
County.
Sorry. Oh, God. We should never have stopped here.
Sorry, we're from Dalton. We're used to target practice everywhere. Sorry, sir. We'll leave.
Jamie, what about Heather though? Like, why is Marlon trying to shoot our new best friend? Tell Marlon to be cool.
Well, if you'll excuse us, man, we've got to we've been asked to leave, so we haven't bought our gasoline and shirts
if
and
you
all.
want-
We're gonna hop in the van and head along. So,
She
have a good night.
she looks at the gas station attendant and smiles. And she's like, "What's his name?"
Yeah, he has a name tag on that says Gray.
Gray. All right. She gets like a dazzling smile and says, "Oh, Gray, thank you so much for looking out for us in the country. You know, very patriotic of you. But I'm sure we'll be fine. These people just had a little shock, you know. But you're so kind of helping them. Actually, like, let me get your number when I'm done with all of this. All right?
Yeah, and then he just like he looks like real calm and goes, "Oh yeah, I don't know That was crazy. I'm so sorry. You know what? How about I go get you some cash from the register and help your friends out here? Anything y'all need on the house. So sorry about that. And then he kind of just sets the gun down on the ground and just goes inside and like opens up the cash register, just like taking out money, throwing like chips and cigarettes and beers and other things into bags, and just goes out and hands it. Goes, thank you. I'm so sorry for making a scene like that. You know, it's just, I guess, you know, sometimes, you know, I get the better of me. Anyways, I've been stealing money from my dad, who's in a retirement home right now, and really, I'm just hoping he never dies because I'm cashing his Social Security checks, but I put him in one of those terrible joints, and then, you know, I underplay all my employees. Anyways, it was good seeing y'all. And he just kind of goes back inside and he like stands in a corner and is just like staring at the wall.
As he leaves, she says, "You humans are so kind. See you in hell, Gray." And she like gives a little wave before she turns back to the others. Turns to Ron because he was the one talking about leaving. She holds the bag that Gray gave her and takes out like a bag of chips while she's talking, like opens it up, and she holds one up before saying, "Okay, well, clearly you guys don't want your soul sucked, otherwise you wouldn't be leaving. I get what's pointed out to me. You know, I get it. I'm not blind. I may be a demon, but I know you humans. How about..." And she puts one of the chips in her mouth, chews, then turns around and spits it out, like lets it dribble out before she turns back to you and takes out another.
Salt and vinegar is a pretty divisive flavor.
How about we make a little deal, huh?
Marlon loves making deals.
Marlon is sitting on the like bumper of the van, chugging the Topo Chicos. He's just upset at the idea of having. He's listening, but he's just like slamming alcohol.
She looks towards Marlon and says, "Oh, are you going to try to shoot one of your little metal things again? It was so fun to see you try. At least you did, you know?"
He can't with his left hand. I feel like he's gonna have trouble, and I don't want to waste the bullets. So he just doesn't say anything. He's just drinking.
Heather, if you want like a bunch of stained souls, we could just let the attendant call the police and they'll come right here.
What's the police?
That's on Jamie to answer.
They are called the law enforcement, and they are supposed to protect people, but they usually don't.
Well, they do a pretty bad job at all the numbers I see down in hell. But, you know, that could just be you humans. I don't know what the police really have to do with that. Well, I guess a lot of souls is interesting. But, you know, I was planning to find those myself, and also... So I appreciate you offering help there, but I don't think I'll need it, actually.
Now, hang on. It sounds like you might, though. You said you didn't want to be here. You wanted to be back in hell. What if we found a way to do that where you didn't have to do all this work of getting all these souls? Is that an option? I mean, we're just talking, right?
Oh, did you? I'm sure you misheard me there, but that's on you, you know.
What deal did you want to make?
And she turns to Marlon and she says, "Now you're actually getting interesting. I love it when people have character progression, you know. How about this? I could easily suck the soul out of the three of you and, you know, add that to my quota of the day. I'm sure Daddy would be very happy with that. And it wouldn't be any worse for me. But, well, at least this one over here, because she hasn't gotten your names, she hasn't asked for them. She just points at Jamie. She says, "At least this one over here has been really nice, actually. So I think I could get you an odder deal. You guys have this pretty contraption." She motions to the van that, if I remember correctly, gets you humans around to other places humans like to visit.
Yep, that's what vans do.
Do you need a ride?
No, I don't need anything, silly. I'm doing a deal for you guys.
Can we offer you a ride?
Well, you can offer me a ride, but you can also offer me something else.
Friendship.
I think I have another chicken biscuit in the front pocket of my overalls.
She points to Ron and says, "I'll politely decline on that one. I hope you enjoy it." She points at Jamie. She's like, "How about I don't suck your souls out today. I make sure that doesn't happen. You get to live another human day.
We just call them days.
And after that, if you survive, I guess, I don't know how long humans normally live. I don't know how old you are either. You seem pretty close to death, I guess. How about I do that and you guys spend the day with me? You see, a little secret between you all and me. She actually leans in closer as if she's telling a little secret. And she's like, I love watching you humans do things. You're so interesting. And you know, I've been watching all of these movies and there's actually some things I would really want to try here on Earth. And you seem like interesting enough people. Well, at least you seem like a really cool girl to do that with.
This is our chance, Jamie. This is our chance. Don't blow it. Don't blow it, Jamie.
How about this? You do that with me today. You go do some things that are on my, what do you call it? A pan list? No. What was it again? The word.
Bucket list?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Bucket list. How about you guys help me do some of the things on my bucket list, and then I will, if you have proven worthy through my little trial period, I'll let you go and I won't suck your souls out, and I'll find other people to do that too.
I mean, that sounds fair.
Sure.
Yeah.
What's on your list? Let's go. Let's hop in the van. We'll
That
start
sounds
heading
fun.
towards, yeah.
I don't know if you know. I don't know how much you know about us because you came and clearly you know stuff because we didn't tell you things and you knew some things. But I don't know if you know that we're called the Road Trippers, and that's because we love adventures.
I don't think she actually cares for that, but she tries to hide it by just saying like, oh, that's nice. The road trippers. I love that for you. Anyway, she turns to Ron and she says like, about that bucket list, maybe we can talk about it in your little contraption.
Sure. Let's all hop in the van. Let's get.
Do you like alcohol? I just bought a lot of alcohol and that guy gave us a lot. Or can you even...
Can you eat and drink human
Can you
food?
experience...
That's the stuff you guys like to drink too, that it gets you like all fucked up in the head and you decide to go murder people or beat your wife with, right?
Whoa, not everybody...
Jamie, I think she does know who cops are, though.
It makes you less inhibited. So if you're a violent person, you will get more violent. If you're tend to speak out of turn, you might get more, there's like a lot of different... Sometimes you just have fun and party.
It's also a depressant, so if you're already sad, it makes you sadder.
Oh, right. So is alcohol then the reason why you decided to play two parts? And she points at Marlon. Or is that not alcohol that made you make that decision? Just curious,
I mean, if I had my way, I wouldn't have either part, Heather. That's the honest truth. I got backed into a corner. I feel like I get backed into a corner every day of my life. And once you're down, it's hard to get back up.
Packed it to a corner of a room that you made.
You're playing the victim card. It's so funny. So many humans do that down in hell. It never works, though. They always burn.
Marlon shrugs. He doesn't really know what to say. I mean, how much can you tell just by looking at us about what we've done?
Oh, well, I'm not gonna spoil anything for you that you may not know yourself. But, just for the record, it's not like I hate angels or anything that you're working both sides. Like some of my best friends are angels. It's not that. It's just kind of snitchy to be working with both sides, is all I'm saying. But anyway, about your souls, I can smell a bunch of things you did. It's actually quite entertaining. Not as entertaining as talking to you, but sometimes I can get in there a little deeper and pull out stuff that you don't like to admit yourself, and it makes for such a fun show.
Okay.
Like, look, for example, and she points at Marlon and she says, go on, tell us something else.
I don't want to.
Oh, but you do.
Ugh.
Come on, tell us a little secret.
Okay, I got my scars because a different boyfriend walked in on me, cheating on him after I promised I wouldn't, and he attacked me with a box cutter.
Whoa, that is such heavy stuff.
He almost blinded me.
I never knew that.
Yeah, I don't like talking about it. It was really traumatic.
Oh, it sounds it.
He almost killed me.
Do you feel better after saying it to Heather?
No.
Oh.
Do you feel better after saying it to us?
No.
Oh.
That one was private.
I understand.
I don't know how much you know about demons. And she motions at Jamie because she doesn't have her name. I don't know how much you know about demons.
Not much until a couple months ago. I didn't even know if they were real.
Yeah, college was remarkably unhelpful in preparing us for the real world.
Oh, I was actually looking for your name, sweetie, but it's fine if you didn't get that. I don't know how much you know about demons, but I'm not really the type to, if you confess your sins to me, you'll feel lighter or anything. That's not my job. That's the job for the people up there.
Yeah, I just feel worse.
Oh. My name's Jamie, by the way.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Jamie. Maybe I can also now finally, if you're going to spend the day with me, get the names of you two.
I'm Marlon.
I'm Ron.
All right. Well, it seems we're going to be great buddies today.
The guy that was sitting on the corner when he's saying all that, he goes, "Hey, I'm Tucker. I used to be a doctor, and I got addicted to painkillers, and I killed a couple of patients. I just felt really compelled to say that. What are we doing today? We all hanging out?"
Did you kill him on purpose or accidentally because you were high?
I don't really know. It's just kind of all of a blur, and then malpractice, lost the wife. But anyways, I saw this lovely lady pointing at you, then her finger like barely pointing at me, and I was like, I gotta go tell them about all the, I used to sell a lot of pills to kids.
Okay, I don't want to talk to you.
What? They wanted them.
Are we still in the gas station parking lot? I haven't opened my
I
eyes
thought
in
we
a
were
few
going
seconds.
to the van, but it's like the doorway of the van was open. He's like poking his head in.
Just crossed the door.
Marlon is raising the window. He's like rolling the window up, and this guy's trying to talk through the gap in it. I'm like, I don't want to talk to you.
As you do that, though, as you close the window, she puts her hands on the closing window, leans out her face, and says, "Oh, wait for a second." And she looks at the guy. "Would you like to join me?" And then just like slurps and like starts to vacuum his soul up. And I think it works for that guy.
It does work. Here's the thing. So whenever you suck out someone's soul, it doesn't kill them, but the guy's now just has like kind of like sunken eyes, and it goes, "Oh, that actually feels a little bit better." And then he kind of just sits down on the ground and just continues drinking. But he like looks physically empty. And then also you do see Gray, the gas station attendant. He's like wiping the windows, but it's just smearing them with a dirty rag, and he is crying blood.
Let's go.
Heather is smiling as she sits back in the seat, and she says like, "Oh, you can close the window now. It's fine."
Okay. What's on your bucket list, Heather?
I love that you asked that. She turns back into like the human form, and she puts her purse on her lap, opens it up, and takes out a little like pink fluffy notebook. So she scoots in towards the middle, and she puts out the book, and she says, "Well, first of all, I think it would be real fun if we go to this shopping mall."
Yeah.
Yeah, great. How about we go to one of those? In all of the movies, I always saw girls going to the shopping mall and trying out new clothes and stuff and doing other little fun-looking human things.
Yeah, we can go to the mall.
Yeah. I look on my GPS at the closest mall that has like Claire's and like
Yeah.
cute clothes shops,
there's
like something that has something good. Yeah, we'll go to the mall. I want Cinnabon.
Ooh, what's that?
It's
Oh, you're going to love it.
cinnamon rolls with icing. They have coffee. I don't know if you like human food, but they're pretty
The
good.
smell is just
They're
a delight.
warm cinnamon. There's also Auntie Annie's pretzels that are good.
I like the pretzels.
Oh, and I know you got great sunglasses on. I can see that. But like the Sunglass Hut has just got a selection. You can. It's amazing. If you might find something you like there. It's good times.
She gives a little like glance at Ron, and she just like smiles slightly, and she says like, "Oh, I'm sure I might find something I like there."
Let's go
Ron,
into the
completely
mall.
oblivious, continues driving the van.
Let's park and go in the mall.
Jamie, puff out your chest a little bit. Just get a little bigger.
Jamie just like sits up straighter.
Okay, just, continue about it. Just,
She looks at Jamie as she does that, and she says, "Oh, is something wrong? Is it? I remember that you humans get like back pains when you're starting to get closer to death, right? Is something like that happening to you?"
No, I have bad posture, so sometimes it's better to sit up straight and you get taller. It's good for you. Also, like, pretty people have better posture. And she, like, looks at you.
And she does a little like hair flip, like the hair behind her shoulder. And she says, oh, well, don't I know it, of course, being a pretty person myself. Yeah. I like you. I have never met a human like you before. Maybe that's because I haven't been on Earth so long, but I would like to think otherwise.
I think I'm pretty unique, but sometimes people don't like that.
She looks at the shirt that Jamie is wearing and she says, do you wear that shirt because you are against that creature that's on it, or because you love it? Because, you know, sometimes in hell people like to wear stuff to say a message or something, or like something that they hate or they're against before it's burned off their bodies. But I don't know, is it the same for you, or is it different?
I would say that humans wear shirts when they're for or against stuff, and I really pro horse. I love horses. Do you know what horses are?
Of course I do, silly. You should totally come visit hell sometimes. We have like the best hell horses you will have ever seen. Most likely because you will have never seen a hell horse before, but they have a bunch of different sizes, and you know, because we can manipulate matter and make anything we want, basically. You would absolutely love it, and you would wear shirts of that. I am so certain of it.
That sounds amazing. I thought that hell was bad, but like it's nice if you can have any kind of horse that you want.
Oh, no. What made you think hell was bad, sweetie? Is it because all of the heaven propaganda on here?
Oh, I guess so. I think there's like a lot of that here on Earth. Like I feel like I've mostly heard heaven propaganda and not hell propaganda. Or like, I don't know what's real.
So typical of those angels. I always tell one of my friends, Stacy, who's doing her job up there. I always tell her like, God, you need to stop pushing humans towards you, because then they complain about being overpopulated and having to throw some down to us again, and then we need to clean up their messes. But we're like, just make up your mind, you know, do you want the humans or not?
Yeah.
What is the all-seeing eye saying to Marlon during this conversation?
He's just screaming it. He's just like,
smite this demon! I will forgive your transgressions if you raise my arm and you kill this foul demon. Do not listen. Heaven does not do propaganda. We say facts.
No, you don't.
We do.
Propaganda.
No, it's not propaganda if it's true. It's all about the perspective in which you're taking your news from.
I don't know. I don't want to escalate the situation. I think it's going pretty good.
Don't tell her I said this, but those nails look great. I'm just a bunch of floating eyes. I have no hands.
Why don't you?
That's why you have to be my hand of justice.
Why don't you want me to tell her that? Maybe you could get along and then bridge peace
Because
between.
my ex is a demon, and I get a little nervous around them.
I could help. No, I could give you.
No, I'm mad at you. Don't do this
No,
to me.
I'd like to
How
help
are
you. I'd be happy to help
how are
you,
always
all-seeing
holding
eye.
me back in here?
I don't know. Do you want me
I
to?
like justice.
I could be your wingman.
I already have wings. That's the other part of me.
It's a
Wings
human
and
expression.
eyes.
It means I would help you be smooth and find a connection with someone who you might like. All-seeing eye. He's saying this out loud, like he can't communicate inside of his own head. The
Well-
all-seeing eye thinks your nails are very nice.
Do not do that. I told you, do not do this. Fuck me. Oh no, I did a curse. God will be
He was
mad.
very smooth when he said it. Like very
She
casual, but he
leans
did
over to
compliment.
Jamie in like a giggly like manner and says like, God, that's so angel-like of them. They never admit their own feelings, but they need to have someone else do it for them. It's such a... I almost pity them for it. You know, why just not let your own feelings out? No, they're restricted by God and they have to save themselves and save others. It's such bullshit.
Tell her I'm a strong, celestial, independent being. I don't need anybody in my life like that. Although it might be
I don't
nice-
think that's
No!
true.
No, do not.
I
why
won't
are you
say
sucking
anything
me-
else. I won't say anything else. Just think about it. She's cool.
Maybe
You're
put in a good
cool.
word for me.
The all-seeing eye is really cool. He's got a lot of eyes.
She
You can see a
holds up
lot.
her hand and she says, well, I do suppose my nails are very pretty. And, you know, there's always something useful about a lot of eyes. You can see a lot of things. And, you know, sometimes they let you see through their eyes and experience that as well.
Ooh.
It's out of this world. Get it?
Why don't you talk to her like that and make her smile?
Because I have game. I can flirt with people.
Maybe you can be used more than just for killing all of my enemies. Anyways,
Yeah.
I have to go repent for the sins that I'm thinking of right now. I'll be back.
Okay, does he like relax?
Yeah, like,
I can have my arm back
you got,
a
like,
little bit?
control of your arm.
Oh my
You just
God.
made the angel
If I
horny
only
and
knew it was
confused.
that easy.
I would like to think that at the moment the angel is like retreating from Marlon's head, Heather does say like, oh, and if he's gonna repent for what he just did, which he's obviously going to, tell him to think of me when he does it.
Oh, he heard you. He heard you say that, so I'm sure he will.
This horny van ride ends in the parking lot.
Horny for one entity no one can see.
No,
Yeah.
Dodo
Two
is
entities
into-
no one
okay.
can see.
There's two things
Okay.
in two bodies' heads right now, being like, "What is up with this demon here?" So y'all do pull up to the mall.
Well, I don't see any spaces, but it's not illegal to park in these Tesla supercharger spots. That's not a crime, so I'm just going to sit right
No.
here.
She looks at you and she says, you're very correct. I don't see any extra stains on your soul.
And listeners can take that to the fucking bank.
Yeah. Yeah. Because Rod is because especially too. This is like cosmic level stuff. Like anytime you have like hurt or done murdering, it is because like they were for sure gonna kill you or your friends. Which
He's mostly unstained or fully unstained. Like he's
mostly unstained.
I've done
yeah.
I've done some extrajudicial killings as we
Yeah,
discussed. We
yeah.
described them earlier, but few murders. None, if you-
Jamie's is a weird one because there's two souls inside of her. One is just filthy, and then Jamie feels like she's done a lot of bad things, but they're not bad. Because Jamie's like, one time someone was walking up behind me and they were a little too far away, so I didn't hold the door closed. Or didn't hold the door open. And I've thought about that every night for 3 years.
One time when I was working at the vet clinic, I took a pin home and I forgot. And then I didn't realize until after I had lost my job and I didn't want to go back to give it back because I was embarrassed. And so I stole the pin.
This is like you're packing up for the road trip. You're like,
and then Marlon. So we don't have to talk about Marlon.
yeah.
We all know.
We've all listened to the podcast a couple of times.
Yeah. But so, y'all do arrive at the mall. It's hopping. It's a good mall day. I don't know what day we left on technically in the show, but let's say it's the weekend. So people are out. They're enjoying some shopping. They're eating in the food court. People are buying all their consumer goods and electronics and other merchandises. You got all your great mall stores.
Name
there.
two.
Sanrio.
Nice.
Bears,
Brookstone,
Spencer's.
Spencer's.
Is Sharper Image around still?
Right next to the Brookstones for some reason.
Yeah. This one's got all
Banana
the hits.
Republic.
It's a classic mall.
Is
it's
there a
hopping.
Spencer's?
There's a Spencer's
So many
next to the
jokes.
Hot Topic. They wanted people just to, if you're going to one, you're going to the other, What are y'all doing in the mall?
I think as they enter, she is like looking around at all of the people walking around eating food and stuff. And she seems genuinely excited about this as she turns to the other three and says, I have seen a bunch of movies that have this kind of area in it. How about as your first test, you show me some of the most interesting shops? We could go get some matching outfits.
Marlon forces a smile.
Ron's very pleased with the idea. He thinks we'll look smart all dressed the same.
Jamie's so excited, but she's scared to talk.
Ron kind of nudges
She also
Jamie when
Marlon
she's
like
not
pats her on the
breathing.
shoulder.
Yeah, you just hear Jamie, we gotta breathe. We gotta breathe here, Jamie. Jamie, just play it cool. Listen, we're gonna get matching outfits. Everything's fine. Everything's really chill. This is, we're gonna do good. So hey, listen. You whatever she says looks good on you. You put it. We're gonna wear that.
Sounds chill, is what Jamie says.
Perfect. She won't. She doesn't expect anything. She probably thinks we're super cool, Jamie.
Heather, if you want to see a weirder store, we could go. There's a Spencer's connected to a Hot Topic. which
You
probably
tell Marlon
has-
to shut his fucking mouth. We're getting matching out. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be nice to Marlon. Just tell Marlon, hey, maybe after we can go. I want this match. Jamie, we gotta get that pink jacket. She looks so cool.
I think that girls that look like Heather usually go to like there's a American Eagle or a Victoria's Secret, And they have the collegiate line. And if you're in college, you can wear it. And it's all pink. And it has dogs on it.
Okay. I thought she wanted to go to a weird place, too, and get matching outfits. We can go get matching outfits first, though.
She does another little hair flick and she says, I am sure no girl looks like me because I am European and I am unique, of course. But, well, I don't know what this Spencer's is you talk about. And she, like, her smile fades a little as she looks at Marlon. But then she smiles again at Jamie and she says, but I am so open to try out all the fun stuff you suggested.
Let's go to American Eagle.
Whenever she does a hair flip, one of the guys walking by just leans by and goes, I sell cryptocurrency to old people to steal money from them, and then just keeps walking.
Let's go.
Let's go to American Eagle.
Yeah. So y'all go get some matching outfits. I don't know what stores are actually in malls now.
I like the idea they all went to Victoria's Secret and all got matching outfits there with the dogs and the pink, but I don't know if that's worthy of fan art.
Like
We'll
silk robes, like pink silk
I
robes.
like the idea of that, and also probably Heather not knowing that this is not like appropriate. So they would go and try out stuff, and then she would be like, "Oh, and you can walk out like that, right?" And then probably someone having to correct her on that.
Yeah, y'all can go to Victoria. Do you want to go to Victoria's
Well,
Secret?
they have, because they have underwear, but then they have like outfits too.
They have some outfits and stuff too. Yeah. So y'all go to Victoria's Secrets. I
figure the collegiate outfit Jamie described as probably captures the imagination. Wearing that.
If anyone's ever been to Victoria's, there's such pushy. I'm pretty sure it's like all based on commission, but like
it's a push-up sales.
As soon as you walk in, we're pushing past that. As soon as you walk in, they're like, "What do you need? It's like to spend all of the money here." So yeah, y'all do go to Victoria's Secrets. I do think that Heather doesn't understand human modesty, and Heather's human form is just straight banging. So it's just like walking out and being like, and just like a little nighty tatty and stuff. Like, what do y'all think about this?
And also when she finds like something that it's pretty and she puts it on and it doesn't quite fit, her form like adapts to it. So suddenly she's like a little bigger on one side, a little smaller on the other side.
Must be nice.
And, like it changes when she fits things.
Mm-hmm. You're doing that. So what is everyone else looking at in Victoria's Secrets?
Not a lot of workwear around here, but I'm sure I'll find something.
A woman does direct you. They do have like some nice like I don't know if this is thing of Victoria's Secrets, but we're gonna say they are. Like there's some nice like underwear and
something for somebody with a little hefty,
like
more of a build.
The tank tops and stuff like that for like
chemise.
We're there. And then this woman is very happy to help you, Ron. She's like, if I could just get a measurement here real quick, that would be
well, sure.
And she's like,
that seems a normal place to take a measurement.
I'm gonna need a little bit longer tape. Let me just wrap my arms around here. And then another woman's like, I could help too.
Okay, ladies, we need to get him an outfit.
Can I say that as the women are doing that to Ron, Heather actually gets annoyed by it and she like intervenes for it. And she's like, I don't think you should be touching him there, slut. And then she like, I think manipulates the mind of this lady to just like go walk into a wall a few times like next to them.
Yeah, this
terrifying.
This woman just like turns, hands Heather the tape, and just starts like cartoon walking back and forth in the wall. And the other woman just goes, I think I need to check for something in the back, and then leaves. But Ron, you get fitted. Like they give you some very nice, well-made, like form-fitting like t-shirts and V-necks and some like very comfortable underwear. I think this is probably the first time Ron has like worn some non-workout fits, non-overalls.
I thought you were gonna say her underwear.
We like to leave that to the audience's imagination.
Yeah. Ron is wearing as much or as little underwear as the audience likes to think. But what kind?
Except when I'm in the mall, that it's the normal legally covering amount.
The legal amount. What's Jamie looking at?
Jamie's looking at like they've got big oversized sweaters, sweatshirts, and t-shirts, and like athleisure wear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is Marlon checking anything out there?
Yeah, he's scared that if he doesn't, it'll be bad. So he gets something probably similar to Ron, but more in his like style.
Yeah.
Like a darker, more muted color palette.
Maybe a piping. On a little
I was imagining
full PJ set, like the Dick Van
silky
Dyke
pajamas.
vibe.
He might, but if he's gonna walk around in it all day, he doesn't really want to wear pajamas unless that's what we're all doing.
You don't have to. You can get matched more like day clothes there. I do think this is up to you. Is Heather now just kind of like walk around in lingerie and like a robe around the store? What is she wearing at this point?
I will answer you on that right away. But also, I think if he wants to check out like PJs, she would get excited. Because she would say like, oh my God, this is perfect for one of the later points on my bucket list. We're going to have a sleepover. So if you want to take that, it's fine, I suppose.
Okay, I'll do that. Marlon does wear nice silk pajamas, so he gets some very nice.
So each of you can get some PJs as well.
Yeah.
She will also ask Marlon when he's like trying stuff on. She will say, also ask what the eye thinks about that outfit you're wearing.
The pajamas, or like if I get like a nice V-neck.
Like when Marlon is trying on something new. So like when he's trying on some PJs or something.
Okay, is the eye there?
Yeah, the eye does respond.
This makes us look slimming. Normally I wouldn't care about that, but I've been inside your body for a while, and that matters to me. Oh no, we are starting to become more alike.
Yeah. He
Anyways,
likes it.
Please tell Heather that outfit looks good on her. Does that sound smooth as you said before?
He says you look stunning.
Tell her I will
your
kill
new
every
outfit.
evildoer in this mall for her.
He says he really likes the outfit that you chose. It looks really
That's
sweet.
a lie. I said something different.
You don't want me to, I shouldn't say what you said.
Tell her I'll murder.
He says he'd murder for you because the outfit is so striking.
She lets out a little like girly giggle and covers it with her hand as she says like, well, oh my God, he would sin for me. That's
a big
so
deal.
cool.
I have to go confess again. I'll be back.
Anyway, I know that I look good because I chose this outfit. She does a little hair flip, and she is indeed, like, at this point, while everyone else is trying out stuff, she remains in, like, lingerie with, like, one of those fluffy, like, red robes. Up until, at a certain point, maybe someone tells her if everyone has, like, tried out their fits and they're planning to leave, maybe someone should tell her that you can't just wear that out.
You might get more attention than you want. In that, humans are usually more modest. If you want to get like a nice top and a skirt or pants.
Oh, well, I thought...
I mean, obviously you wear whatever you want.
By seeing some of the outfits out there that people wear and in the movies, I thought this was appropriate to wear out. But what do you think, Jamie?
I think you look really beautiful, but I think that you're going to get stopped by people confessing things all the time if you wear that. And if you want to go to the other stores, then we'll, if you wear a different outfit, then you'll get left alone more so we can go to more stores.
I hate it when people confess all the time. You know how many times I've heard that people have accidentally killed their pets and then buried them alive? God, all right. She goes out there and changes back into her normal clothes. I don't think she's used to the act of paying for stuff.
Oh, no. You walk out, and the woman that you made walk into a wall is also crying blood and says thank you for visiting and does not stop y'all or try to charge you anything.
As she walks out, she's so happy, and she links her arms with Jamie and Ron.
Yep, we're doing this.
Jamie giggles.
And then Marlon's having to carry all these boxes.
Yeah.
Y'all got some nice underwear, lingerie, pajamas, and some more comfy clothes. And then now to go get the matching outfits. What kind of matching outfits are y'all thinking?
You're saying like pink collegiate, sort of like...
Well, I think that was a print from Victoria's Secret, but I mean, we could...
Like a Clue style, or just like pink
Ooh, I like
high school girly pop. I don't know. Not something
Oh,
Marlon
like-
would ever wear, but he wants to make Heather happy.
Full-on pink matching outfits.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so...
He would get a pink suit.
I was about to say, so everybody's going to get... It's going to be like pink. So that's the matching. What is the fit that each of you are going to get? We have like a little montage shot of like each of you walking out.
Oh, it's a speed suit, boiler suit, short sleeves, zipped up at the waist to show off the new V-neck shirt.
Ooh.
Jamie's gonna be wearing a t-shirt, but like a different cut, like not a regular t-shirt. Like maybe it's like a boat neck. Maybe it's a little baggier. And then I'm debating whether she would do like the sweats that look nice, like fancy sweats or yoga pants. She might try yoga pants because Heather's here.
Okay.
Marlon would get like a pink blazer with like a black stripe on the arm, and then pink shoes, and then probably like a black, like
No, black trouser with that would
black
look very
trouser,
nice.
black
Yeah.
button-up shirt or V-neck, depending on how fancy. A black watch,
Yeah.
and pink sunglasses.
That's a good look.
It's actually an outfit I was trying to buy recently, and
yeah.
it sold out, and
Yeah.
I was so fucking pissed off because I wanted that blazer, so I was thinking about it.
What's Heather's outfit?
I think she keeps her pink leather jacket, but she gets like, while Marlon is changing like between black and pink, she just goes full on pink, but it's all different shades. So she has like a very, very light pink, like top that's cut very deep, and her form kind of adapts a bit to push up a bit to make like her cleavage more showing.
It's
in
all
the little
practical
top.
effects in the video, folks.
And with like dark pink pants with some high heels, probably getting like, oh no, wait, they can go to Claire's afterwards for jewelry. As they finish there, she would kind of mention to Ron as they all like are wearing their nice little fits, I have barely seen any humans in hell look so good in a fit.
Well, thank you, Heather.
You would totally stand out. So many people would be jealous.
That's not what I'm here to do, but it's good to know, appreciate it. Ron blushes a little, but then come on, let's get over to Claire's. I had something funny. I think this is going to be funny. We're
As
gonna
y'all
try
are
something.
leaving, the man behind the cash register, who's once again not charging you, just goes, my wife's been cheating on me, and I know about it, but I don't tell her because I like to watch from the closet. Anyways, have a good day. And his eyes are bleeding a little bit.
As they do that, though, as they walk past, she turns to the cash register and says, oh my God, that's so fascinating. Why don't you text your wife and tell her Dad? And then she turns and she says, come on, we need to leave. We have so much more to do today.
Let's go to Claire's.
So I think we see like a montage scene where y'all are just like, and at this point,
We try and get Ron's ears pierced at Claire's, and they just breaks a couple of the
like,
guns.
You go,
At Claire's, she's going to sneak around while they're shopping and buy everyone matching necklaces. And they are gold, and they are horseshoes. It's just a little horseshoe charm. And so when they leave, she gives everyone one.
Yeah. But I do think, so y'all are just like going around shopping, not spending any money. People are buying stuff for you and doing that. And eventually what's happening is you guys are accruing so much stuff that now there are just people, bloody-eyed following you, just holding their very like servant-like, just like waiting from like store to store, just admitting all of the bad things or sins that they've done as they're just kind of like following you around, and you've gotten like so much stuff, you're stacked out. It is weird though, because people are confessing sins, and then Heather is just telling them to like go tell that to people, but they seem like really chill about all this stuff that they're doing.
Heather, why do their eyes bleed? What's up with that?
I don't know. It's such a silly thing, human bodies, right? Like,
Yeah.
we bleed all the time down in hell. And just from every space? Like, it's so fascinating that every single place on your body you could open up and there would be blood there. Like, why? That's so inconvenient to bleed everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I guess it's their choice, too.
Jimmy, I don't want to be too forward, but will you tell Heather that I love her?
Jamie shakes her head.
What, you don't agree, Jamie?
No, it is very inconvenient that we bleed. And, sometimes if you think about it, we're just like sacks full of meat, and that's gross.
Right? That's exactly what I keep saying. Like, we could have so much more use out of human bodies down at hell if they were literally just sacks. Like, we could make you guys sacks just filled up with stuff that we would need later on. Like, hey, and she turns to the people behind them.
Oh, boy.
And she is like, why don't you, pointing at one of the people, why don't you go down and turn into a little sack and tell Daddy that this is my new pitch for our little circle in hell, all right? And she boops the nose.
Yeah, he's like, anything for you. And this like little like hell portal just opens up, and you see him just get sucked in. And then before the bags he was holding fall, another guy just comes up and like grabs him.
Marlon is visibly upset, but doesn't say anything.
But yeah, we humans don't like bleeding. We don't like it.
I am so glad we can agree on that. I also don't like it when humans bleed. It stains all over your clothes.
That's true.
Anyway, about that sleepover.
We should get a hotel room at like a nice place with big beds and big comforters, and some of them have pools.
Ooh, I like that. What is it? You have those kind of like hotels, as you call them, but you have like places where they massage and treat and hurt like the human body in good ways, like hurt in good ways, because sometimes people get hurt, but they like don't mind and they just keep going. Like when people are touching their feet and stuff like that.
A massage
how about
parlor?
we go to one of those
spa?
like
A spa,
what?
yeah.
Yeah.
We can
How
find a
about we
nice
go to
hotel.
one of those places and we can have people hurt our feet in a pleasant way.
I actually think we're close to a really fancy hotel and spa. It's called Chateau Elan. It's also a winery.
Oh, I know that word. I know chateau. I know because I'm European.
So that's so cool.
I'm from the European
I know what
region of
chateau.
Alps.
Not to
I am
brag.
from Europe. What country? Europe.
Europe.
We say chateau.
Y'all leave. The van is comically like it's filled inside, like stuff is like tied to the top. Most all of it is Heather's too. Y'all do get some stuff. Y'all have some like nice new outfits. Ron, I do think Heather insisted on a couple of extra outfits for you. They're all very, very nice, but like they're for sure. Ron now has a lot nicer clothes than just a few sets of overalls. Some very like well-cut t-shirts. Probably, actually, I bet Heather probably put Ron like a suit or something like that.
And she would 100% say something like, oh, well, of course you need to have a few presentable outfits if you were to, ever meet my dad.
Because she's European, did she get him some micro short bathing suit?
Oh, for sure, because especially you're about to go to a spa.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome, fans.
As much or a little underpad as you'd like to imagine.
I love the weird. I don't even know if this is a triangle of just like the two beings inside of Jamie and Marlon are obsessed with Heather, and then Heather's into Ron, and like Ron has no clue about what's going on. Ron's like, I mean, despite all the blood eyes and the reaping of souls, she's got good taste.
Well, I'd hate to be rude to our guest. I mean,
you go to a lovely spa. As soon as you walk in, the people actually, like, I think like one of them looks up and then starts to recognize Marlon. It's one of their exes, and he's like, "Welcome to the Chateau, Gabriel. Oh my God, what are you doing? Wait, are you done with the Doctors Without Borders tour that you were on?" You were telling me that you're going to help, like, fix cleft palates and everything like that, and that's why but you couldn't get any signal.
I'm sorry, Philip. I found someone when I was out there, and I just couldn't bring myself to.
Oh, I mean,
say goodbye.
Well, who are your friends here? And then like he looks at Heather and just goes, "I steal wallets from the locker room in here." And he goes, "Oh, I do not know why I said that at all."
is it because you steal wallets from the locker room?
I do steal wallets from the locker room. That's why I said it. Oh,
Can you not do that to our wallets, please?
I'm probably gonna try to steal from all of you.
Do you still have all of them?
I do actually keep them as weird trophies because it makes me, very excited at night. And sometimes I like to think I'm a dragon and I sleep on everyone's stolen credit cards and I buy myself really nice things, but I still don't feel happy. Why am I saying this?
Would Heather make Marlon be honest to him? I think that would be funny.
Yeah, if you think it's funny, totally.
My name's not Gabriel. I wasn't in Doctors Without Borders. I don't have a Southern accent.
Wait, what?
It was all lies.
But you're a doctor, though, right?
I'm not a doctor. I'd be a terrible doctor.
Why were you?
I wanted you to like me.
But I met you at the hospital that you worked at.
I was a really good liar. I am a really good liar. I did like you. We had fun. I had to go. I had to move on.
I stole
Loan
$2,000 from you. Oh,
You? That was you?
no. Well, you're not a doctor.
I had to skip town because of a fucking loan shark.
Well,
Heather leans into Jamie like a fake shocked face at all of these revelations, and she says, "Oh my God, people say I had a good time when they don't actually mean it. This is so much fun. Look at them go. They're like an old married couple.
I sometimes down here when stuff like, well, I've never said it, but I've heard people say, you just say, drama.
Jamie!
I absolutely love that. Anyway, she turns to Philip and she says, why don't you take all of those watches that you've stolen throughout the years and drop them at the, the police? That you guys said, why don't you drop all of those at the police, and then I'm sure I'll see you in hell in like a couple of weeks.
He's like, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and go do that now.
No. First you attend to us tonight, of course, silly. And then afterwards, tomorrow morning, you can go. I'm not a monster or anything.
All right, perfect. Yeah, no, this all sounds great. We did have the master spa room booked, but you know what? I'm going to go ahead and we're going to say this, and okay. Usher is no longer going to be serviced here. He's getting ready for the Super Bowl that's going to be next week. So let's get you all treated in here. Also, one of the times I did fake it. The time that you asked me about, I did fake it.
I fucking knew it.
I was just really tired.
Why didn't you just tell? Why didn't you? I could have just gone out and.
What did you fake?
Coming?
How?
I
Going?
Went, ooh, and then
This is so
and I
fucking
said, yep, I did it.
embarrassing. This is so embarrassing.
Well, you just were off your game that night, and I didn't want, I can tell how much it means to you to be, the best in bed, and sometimes you try.
I'm pretty good.
You try a little too hard, and it comes off. I don't know why I'm saying all of this.
Oh, keep going. This is so fun to see him so
Anyways, you just try a little too hard, and it comes across as needy.
I'm not needy. I am needy. I get. Yeah, fine. So sue me.
Why would?
Why did you think I was a doctor? It was a bad cover.
You told me you were a doctor.
You wanted to believe it.
I bragged to my mom I was dating a doctor. I wanted to believe it because she doesn't think I have a good taste in men, and she's right. Weirdly enough, this feels not good, but like kind of unburdensome. But if you
Can you hand us a couple of them, a couple extra towels? I need usually to.
I would love to hand you anything you wanted. How about, if you need any talent work done.
Hey, whoa, hold up there. Keep those hands and those words and those eyes actually for yourself. I don't much appreciate you looking at him.
You say that, and then you see Philip's eyes are now just black.
Oh no, Heather, don't.
That's awful.
We need him to get stuff for us.
Yeah,
He's
he won't
fumbling
be
at the
very
towels.
helpful if you take his eyes away.
Fine, I guess. Okay, he can see for the next hour or so.
Oh my God, that was weird. I just saw a vision of me alone and dead in my apartment, and the newspaper said 3 weeks from now.
I can I ask for something?
Yeah.
I want the biggest, fluffiest robe that you have.
He goes, yeah, of course. He goes, here, let me get the attendants, and he hits a little intercom with a button, and then a bunch of people come out. They have fluffy robes, towels. Y'all are getting the VIP treatment in here.
Heather, is there any way we can just leave Philip alone? If Philip was my ex. If he's gonna die, he's gonna die. I just don't.
She leans forward a bit. I would think that maybe they have already changed into their bathrobes and stuff.
I think Heather also probably Victoria's Secret is undressing and redressing just out in the open. So I feel like she's just
all of the attendants.
Yeah.
As she puts on the bathroom, she's like, oh, I have seen this stuff before. You still have feelings for your ex there, huh?
Or I just don't. There's having feelings for someone, and there's not wanting them to be blinded and dead. There's a middle.
So you still have feelings for him? Oh, that's so exciting.
That's the yeah.
I have that feeling about a lot of folks.
I always wanted to see this in real life, this kind of scenario. I'll allow it. I'll allow you, and I would gladly see you make up with each other.
Okay, cool.
I'll tell you a little secret. I know Philip, for one, with all of his brazen words over there, he would absolutely love to get back with you.
Okay, cool. I'll make it okay. Okay.
Just so you know, if you're lying to me right now, or if you don't mean this, he's still going to jail and dying in 3 weeks.
I just don't want you to. I would hook up with him and hang out and then leave. That's my intention.
3 weeks didn't leave a lot of long-term
that's not
relationship
really
options,
The life of a road tripper.
I'm sure you could make it a fun last 3 weeks for him, and he wouldn't need to know anymore.
Was he gonna die anyway? Or are you killing him? Or do I not want to know the answer to that?
It's so romantic. Oh my God. And she turns and like to Philip and just says like, okay, all right, you can see it. You don't need to give the watches to the police anymore. But Marlon wants to hook up with you again. He still has feelings for you. And then she covers her mouth. It's just like, oh, I said too much. And she takes like a step back.
And Philip goes, I'm honestly just trying to fill this empty hole inside of me. So whatever it takes, I'll do it. I'll take care
Let's go to the bar.
of Gabriel. I mean, what was it? Marlon? I'll take care of Marlon. Give him a little special treatment, and the three of you go get you get take care of in the spa.
Oh, that's all right. But Marlon does need to be back for movie night, so you can have him for like 2 hours max. Don't go over it.
Philip is just like outrageously confessing. He's too honest about everything right now. But it's also just like anything he thinks in the moment right now, and just it's a very weird level.
Is it all negative, or is it like negative, positive?
Negative, positive, because it's not just like everything he hates about, but sometimes he's just like, ooh, I like the way that like this drink is making me feel. It makes me think that maybe I could get away with theft. Anyways, I have half of an erection right now. That bartender and I slept with each other, and I also faked it for him.
Why do you keep doing it? You don't have to do that.
I want people to like me. So that's
People can still like you even if you don't have to. If people find out, does he want to do it? Would he want a three-way?
Probably, honestly.
Would you want to do that?
A lot of us are pretty slutty here, and we sleep with each other a lot. It's called the hospitality industry, and it's not just for this this business. And also, this is a spa, so there's a lot of homosexual sex behind the closed doors.
Well, I knew that. I knew that already.
Yeah. Great. Yeah. So Marlon is working on building up to an orgy, honestly. There's the amount of like just honesty that's spreading around this place is going rampant. What kind of spa treatments are Heather, Jamie, and Ron getting?
I've always wanted to try this one. It's called a hot stone massage because they heat up rocks and then they rub them on you.
That's so exciting. Oh my God, I want to try that totally. And then she looks at Ron. You'll totally try that with us, right?
Oh, yeah. No, it sounds great. Real natural experience. Rocks. Nothing more natural than that.
Oh, and then we could get little, like, humans like to take, like, what is it you find in beaches? Like sand? Like the gravelly stuff. And they like to press that all together with like some water, and they like to put that on their faces because it feels good. Like, oh, we could totally get that, and like a pedicure. Oh, this is so much fun.
Yes, that sounds amazing. Oh my God.
I would like to have my cuticles dealt with. It's a little rough out there.
She clicks her fingers like once, and I imagine there's already an attendant like coming from Ron.
Y'all go in this like opulent, beautiful room. There's like chairs and massage beds laid out, and so like y'all get laid down. So like people doing like hot massages while people are like coming and like manicuring your nails, and then you get like laid down. Mud mask put on. There's little like tubs and stuff. Like you're being so pampered. You even like hear Dodo just be like, Jamie, this is the best day of my life. Listen, we just killed the apex that was trying to kill me. I met the love of my life. She's perfect, Jamie. Listen, I don't know how this is gonna work. I know that this is your body, but like I would like to propose to her. This is the best. Do you see how she's just killing people without disregard? She sent a man to hell, Jamie. That was amazing. I've never met anyone more perfect than her. Also, if Marlon's angel, I'll kill an angel. You tell if Marlon's angel's trying to step up on her, I'll do it. I could tell she wants to bang Ron, and here's the thing: I want to bang Ron too. I'm fine with this.
Ron leans over from his mud tub to Jamie's mud tub. Says, "You know, if you eat the cucumber slices they put on your eyes, someone comes right back by and puts another one on."
Look at that little dummy over there. I bet, man, look at that little. He's just so stupid. He could just listen. Me and Heather, we could just have Ron as a little pet. We could put him in little cute outfits, and and then listen. I don't know how to do this. If we could find another, I don't want to leave you. We're best friends, but I'm not trying to tell you what to do with your body because it is yours. You got full control over it now. This is just can you tell her, I love her, and I'd kill anyone for her, and I would do a better job than that stupid angel would.
A couple of things.
Yeah, go on.
This is also one of the best days of my
Isn't
life.
it so soothing? All those outfits you got look so good, Jamie.
I mean, my muscles have been really tense ever we became like monster hunters. It's a lot of like fighting, and I feel really relaxed. And I think that this is what people mean when they say treat yourself.
Yeah, Jamie, I think we should stop trying to save people and we should just hang out with Heather.
So I think that maybe you should have a conversation with Heather directly.
Okay.
And
Do you think she'll like me?
well, you already mentioned that we know that she likes Ron.
And that's fine. You know, whatever she wants. I'll top Ron. Ron can top me. You know, we could both do stuff to her.
Well, I don't know. Your life experience is very different than mine, but sometimes when people like a person, they only want that one person and not other people to be a part of what they're
We do
doing.
have very different life experiences, Jamie. Anyways, listen, I'm not trying to get too ahead of anything. I'm just, I just think this is a real good change for the group. We just been going town to town, and all the other little weirdos we met, like Marlon ate a dude's hand. We went to a van painting competition. This is a great day, Jamie.
It is a great day, and I think we should try to savor the moment, and then maybe later you can talk to Heather and see how she's feeling. But based on how she's being around Ron, I don't know that I think she. So you know how earlier when I said like drama, because people say that sometimes?
You did it great, too. That was Did you come up with that?
No, there's another thing that I've heard people say that I think she might just not be that into you.
I mean, that's fine. I got to take my shot here. And that's why I let her know that, no matter what happens after this, I'm never going to stop thinking about, you know how my room in your head was all the dead bodies?
Yeah.
Now there's a picture of her and a lot of dead bodies.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's very sweet. And I would be so supportive of I don't think that I want to do what you want to do.
We could maybe we could call that Igor guy. He knew stuff about bodies. Maybe we could do, VR is big right now too. There's a lot of stuff we can do, Jamie.
There's another thing that they say a lot in movies. Love will find a way.
Exactly.
But I think that we should just enjoy the moment and then you can talk to Heather later.
That sounds great. Hey, maybe get some people put some more hot water in this thing here, and I don't know, try doing what Ron said. Eat one of these cucumbers because it does seem.
Jamie waves an attendant over and is like, "Excuse me."
And then without you, they just automatically pour. They're so good here.
Oh, thank you. I was also wondering if I could get a plate of cucumbers.
As soon as you say that, you just like feel it's like pulled up to your hand. It's just a plate of cucumbers.
And Jamie starts snacking on them. And she's like, "Ron, you can just ask for the cucumbers."
I can't hear you. I got 8 or 9 people standing on my shoulders and back. It's the most relaxing thing that's ever happened.
Jamie's like kind of getting drunk with power. She's like, wait, excuse me, could I have?
Heather is like encouraging this so fucking much. I also imagine that the moment Ron said the thing about the cucumber slices, that Heather made it that there's like 2 plates of cucumber slices next to Ron, like immediately. Maybe she's getting the hot stone massage and she orders the attendants to make the stones even hotter because she's like, I'm honestly not feeling this. Like, is this supposed to be hot to you humans? It's like scalding. But she wants them hotter and hotter.
They're red hot. They're scorching the insides of their hands.
Yeah.
Let us to work.
Legit, their hands are burning so hard. And she doesn't even like, she's like, "Aw, that's so sad for you. Anyway, make them hotter, please. I'm still not feeling it."
Jamie asks the attendants to get some gloves for themselves.
I think at this point, because like Heather does bring out certain things in people, I do think the reason.
Is it our better impulses?
Well, I do think it's like more of just like the impulse in general. So I do think that is kind of why like Ron and Jamie both are not people. Marlon, if had not been shit talked to me, they've been like, this is the best life ever. Marlon is currently having, and here's the thing. I know a lot of times I let the listeners. It's more gay sex than you think.
Sorry, folks.
Yeah.
It's required.
Yeah.
More than you imagined.
Yeah.
Marlon does keep his shirt on. That's
Yeah.
usual,
But you're
he's,
in like a sauna room where it's just dicks and ass, y'all. Everybody. There's
Wait,
some.
is Marlon winning the pooing? Then?
shirt
He would
tucking
have a
it.
towel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Eventually,
just-
he'd probably get rid of it because he's got the big curse scar
But
he's
this
self-conscious
is,
about.
there's a lot of steam obscure and everything, but there is a big old gay sex orgy. You know what? This is not just gay sex. There's other people in there banging. Marlon's only having sex with men, though. But we have like this. Heather is just kind of spread for some people because I think she can like pull stuff out of people. And now that everyone's going decadent, it's not so much as like we're not telling bad secrets. Everyone is like admitting all of their horny secrets and things they've always wanted to do and hang-ups, and like all inhibitions are like gone at this point. And it spread so much that like people are just banging everywhere.
Is Marlon like, I'm self-conscious about my scar on my chest?
He would be.
And then some,
I-
yeah,
Like,
and
you
then-
look great.
and
I feel
then-
weird
love
about
it.
it. I think it's scary.
And then there's just some dude being like, I love the scars on your chest. It turns me on so much. And
Oh, well, then he takes his shirt
And
off.
it's like,
Yeah.
just like, yeah, like it is. This is just.
They make you look badass.
Y'all thought Anton's place was debaucherous. No, sir. This is decadent debauchery. We're like Roman times.
That's Marlon's side, and Jamie's side is like, they will give you cucumbers if you ask for them.
Yeah. So it's a lovely spa day. All of you, for different reasons, feel so relaxed after it's done. A little dehydrated because getting massage, it dehydrates. You gotta drink a lot of water, and orgies dehydrate
In a
you.
sauna.
In a sauna, yeah. Philip doesn't fake it.
Good.
Like several
Good.
times, Philip doesn't fake
Yeah.
it.
Every time he says he doesn't fake it, he's like, I didn't fake this one.
Like, I know.
Okay.
Come on, Phil.
I just came, and then everyone's just like, I like that you did.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Philip.
I love how actually with like you would expect the demon power, I would say kind of, but it's bad. But in a way, these people's like inhibitions like are like slowly dissolving, and people are just just daring to be themselves.
So yeah, like everyone's feeling great. Everyone's really relaxed. You have the matching outfits. You're looking great. Y'all are given the key to like the presidential suite, like top floor penthouse, like full floor, like multiple bedrooms and stuff like that. People are carrying all of your stuff up there.
We come up there scraping Usher off of the door and writing the road trippers in.
What did the all-seeing eye say during the orgy?
This isn't the first time I've been in a fuck pile like this. Let me tell you about the fall of the Tower of Babel.
I don't really want to hear that right now. I'm busy.
There I
He says
was.
the whole story to you in your ears
Yeah.
while
In my
you're
head, as
having
I'm trying
sex.
to concentrate on having sex.
Man, woman, days alike, angels and demons, vampires, everything you could think of. I fucked an alien.
How was that?
It was hot. They have different parts than us, and I found it interesting.
Okay.
God doesn't have rules about fucking. She's very pro that. That's why she gave genitalia to people.
And why are you embarrassed to talk to the demon?
I get a little tongue-tied. Sometimes all I do is my job, and I find it hard to unwind. The all-seeing eye of justice usually doesn't take a vacation.
You should.
Anyways, her hair smells lovely. It reminds me of the time I killed 30 people.
I'll tell her that later. I'm in the middle of something.
Amazing.
I'm in the middle of something. Hold on.
I do have to say, I've seen a lot of human penises before, and yours is mighty average. And I say that as a compliment. Sometimes it's a bit too big, and you're like, what am I supposed to do with that?
Thanks.
You're welcome. I think we're bonding.
Yeah. Can we talk later?
I'm having fun in this orgy.
Okay.
Alright, anyways, I have to go confess some things again.
Sorry, Philip. I got an angel in my head talking to me about orgies.
No, it's okay. Do you ever feel like someone's dick is just too big?
yeah. And then one guy is like, I'm sometimes worried my dick is too big.
No, yours
It's pretty
kind of
big.
is.
Yeah, and
That's pretty
but the
big.
one guy's like, not for me, and then yeah,
There you go.
There we go. Yeah.
Open communication,
Yeah,
folks. That's what it's all about.
matters.
When they go up to the room, he does tell Heather that the all-seeing eye thinks her hair smells good. He says it, and Maurice, do you have a new shampoo? He was just saying it smelled very nice.
Well, I might have tried a new one down in hell. So he could always tell that to me personally. I know he's a bit shy, but it's always so attractive in a man when he, just stands up for himself and goes and get what he wants.
What is he?
You don't hear any response in your head.
Okay,
right
I
now.
think he's repenting right now. I'll tell him.
And she waits for a second, looks up like she's like feeling something. She's like, he is definitely repenting. Oh God. Anyway, I'll wait until he's done. How about that movie night?
There's even like a screening room in this, like with like 12 super very nice recliners, full screen. Like we're in like the ritziest place.
Well, I imagine there's room for livestock in the walk-in closet. Let's go check that out.
I will say
there's an ensuite in the closet.
I will say what's convenient for Ron. The ceilings are so tall here, and then the doors are so wide, and everything's like double doored. This is like one of the first times, except for the house that your large family built, and they did build it by hand for sure, that you're not having to like duck or turn to like get in and out of like any doorways or because it's just such a huge penthouse
Now,
apartment.
this bathtub says for 3 or more people to have sex in, but I feel like I'm just going to take a regular bath later.
I've never seen a place like this in real life. I've seen them in the movies, but I didn't know they were real.
Thought it was movie magic too. Dang.
Yeah, what movie night are y'all doing? What movie?
What does Heather
We're
want to watch?
Going to defer to the demon that's holding us hostage, I think, right?
Hostage is such a bad word.
Well, Ron didn't say it, but here we are.
I think she would actually refer to Jamie for that. She would be like, I have seen so many human movies that I absolutely adored, but, since I can now refer to the expert on that topic, how about you choose a movie we watch?
Well, I'll give us a couple of options and we can decide. So my favorite movie is called Dark Horse, and it's from 1998. But it's about a girl and her horse friend. But if we want to do more of like a friend comedy, we could watch Mean Girls is a lot of fun. Or one of my favorite movies when I was littler was Clueless. Or we could just watch like a Disney movie. We could watch Moana or something like that. Or we could watch, Beetlejuice is a really fun one. Have you heard of that one? There's like demons in it, but I don't know how realistic they are because I don't know a lot about demons because I didn't think they were real the last time I watched it.
Oh, yeah, actually, we put that movie out here ourselves. It's just... Heaven does their little propaganda thing, and every so often we in hell also like to put a little thing on Earth. The humans went crazy for that Beetlejuice stuff. It actually brought us a pretty good amount down in hell.
Oh, that's so cool. So Beetlejuice is like real?
Well, I wouldn't want to spoil it to you, but if you were to ever visit, you would totally see that there may be a smidget of reality in there.
That's so cool.
I could introduce you to Beetlejuice.
Well, he's kind of scary in the movie, so I think he'd be scary.
It's all method acting, baby.
Oh, wow.
Wait, is Michael Keaton? Is he a you know what? I'm just gonna get the DVD out of this library of. It says his name right here on the bottom of the DVD box, but I imagine that's just something y'all came up with. Otherwise,
Well, I would love to watch this Mean Girls movie. I've never heard of it, but it sounds like such fun. So let's watch that one.
All right. Well, I'll put this back and open up the other cabinet of DVDs here in this hotel room.
Oh my God,
Ron,
changing my
you're
pajamas.
so helpful. God.
Oh,
Oh yeah, y'all can put all.
We're not using a streaming service.
There's
no, it's a hotel. They have respect for you.
Y'all also all put on your nice little pajamas that you got, all very cozy.
Oh, and I've seen in the movies sometimes people order room service.
And as soon as you say that, Jamie, there's like a knock on the door, and it's just like 4 or 5 cards of just like literally the whole menu has been brought up.
I'm gonna try everything.
Right? Room service sounds so exciting. I didn't know what to get, so I just told them to get everything they have.
Oh my God.
Excuse me, you there, sir, at the roast beef at the prime rib station. Can you just lower slivers of that? That's lovely.
She tells the attendant, don't stop until he asks you to.
Yeah, he's like, all right, the Marlon Brando it is. As he's just like hand feeding Ron steak.
Jamie's eating all the breakfast foods first. Pancakes and eggs and yeah.
Marlon's drinking mimosas and eating a really nice salmon fillet. Really nice
It's
salmon.
delicious food. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you look past all the people that had their souls sucked, sent to hell, and lost a lot of blood, today, really good day.
Joel, we have had a hard trip to Atlanta, and we deserve this.
Yeah, listen. Y'all, and then the more you're around Heather, the more you do fully believe, I deserve this. This is fine.
I think Heather orders like a martini, but as she takes it in her hands and like sips it, she just turns around and like puts the glass down and says, I think I need to powder my nose. And she goes to the bathroom and just like spits it all back out before she comes outside acting like nothing happened. And she says, oh my God, you humans have such interesting tastes. And sits back down. I think she will turn to Marlon after that as they're like putting the movie on and say, so your friend told me that you want to get out of your pact. That's fun.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Oh my God. Yeah, I've seen it happen a bunch of times. It's, sometimes the relationships between demons and humans, they just don't work out. I guess they're not meant to be, but that doesn't stop you from trying again with another demon.
No. I have 2 packs. I have 2 packs.
Oh, I smell a bunch of things on you. Some of them are nasty.
Is that Belphegor? You probably smell Belphegor.
Maybe.
Yeah, sorry. Well, I am a con man, and I conned someone who killed himself, and I made a pact with Mammon. I couldn't bring him back to life without dying, so I just made it go away. And then to extend my life from the pact with Mammon, I got the pact with Belphegor. And the angel arm is a whole other different thing. That's not even a pact. That's hard to describe. But the pact, I'm fine right now with the pact with Belphegor. Mammon does want to kill me, though. And I don't want to die. You can probably smell that on me, too. That's probably one of the prevailing, I really don't want to die.
Heather is laying on her belly at this point with her like legs up, feet kicking, chin on her hands.
You have like puffy little
she
slippers
says,
on, like cute little pom-pom slippers.
in her like fur-lined lingerie coat, and she says, no wonder your soul is so stained. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Mammon isn't really the funnest demon there. He's so boring at the meetings. He always tries to get his way and he wants more of hell, but then they need to say, no, hell is divided in equal parts for everyone. You don't get just more if you ask for it. You can't just stake that. Otherwise, other princes of hell will be, mad about it.
He's so greedy.
Well, it's 2 each according to need, from each according to ability.
Yeah.
But for hell, makes
And Ron
sense.
fed another
Right?
piece of beef.
You're so intelligent, Ron. Oh my God. Anyway, yeah, I would totally get why you would want to get out of a pact with Mammon. But as I said, it's because I liked today so much. And you're still a two-faced bitch by working with angels, but I like today. So you can totally get out of that pact. You just need to get something that he wants. Like, rules of pacts can always be changed by demons. Like, we have full control of it all the time.
What? That is so fascinating, Heather. How do I find out what he wants?
Well, I guess for a little human as you, it would be difficult.
Yeah, I can't
but
really go
it
to
seems
hell
like
and ask him.
she thinks about it for a second, and in her head, she's thinking like, this could be so interesting to say that he needs to go to hell and to see him go there. But on the other hand, I kind of did like today, and Jamie seems to like this person, so I might not want to do that. And she says, well, you could go down there and you could go ask him yourself. I am sure Mammon would love to catch up with you. He's such a tattletale. But if you don't want to do that, I mean, I could totally invite you. You could totally come. You could always ask your other little friends. I mean, demons and angels know more about each other than humans ever could. Not to brag on our brains or anything, but they're like superior to yours, obviously.
I mean, yeah, you live like forever. I'm only 23.
Right? So yeah, just figure out what he wants and it'll be easy peasy to amend the pact.
So you're saying I should ask the all-seeing eye?
I don't know, you humans and your silly little limitations. You ask whatever. You can go get it, girl.
Thank you, Heather. What is all-seeing eye back?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Damn. Okay. Okay. Well, thank you.
He's repenting so hard right now.
He's not faking it either.
I appreciate that.
I know you do, but just see it as a little gift because I know eventually you'll come to hell, so...
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
At this point, y'all are watching the film, and then Jamie do hear in your head, he's like, so, you got like any advice for me here? It does seem like, you know, we're this like after the movie we'll probably be going to bed. I don't know, like, should I do it now? She seems real. I'm a little nervous. It's, you know, I feel, you know, I feel like she would get me. She's murdered a lot. I've murdered a lot.
I think after the movie.
Okay.
But before we go to bed.
Okay.
I can ask her if she has a minute to talk to you.
That sounds great. You know, just as long that, yeah. Okay. Well, I'm really loving this movie. She seems a lot like Regina George in this. Did you put that together?
I don't know. I think Heather's a lot nicer than Regina George.
As they watch that movie, Heather also comments and says like, God, this Regina George girl is so mean. Who would ever like her, right?
About like halfway through the movie, this is around the time Caddy has started to turn into a mean girl.
Right when they say mean girls.
Joel himself loves Mean Girls and is obsessed with that movie. It's so good. You do hear a knocking on the penthouse door.
Did we order more room service?
Can Heather have a little feel about what would be on the other side of the door?
Yeah. You feel an angelic presence.
Oh.
She says like, I don't know. It seems like something exciting. And she walks over there. And she says, oh, no. Wait. Maybe it's better if you answer, Marlon.
Who is it?
I don't know. Isn't that exciting? I'm sure you'll like it.
Okay.
Go ahead. Open the door.
He's like shaking. He's worried it's Mammon. He doesn't know it's Angelic. He walks over and he like slowly opens the door.
Like you open, like as you're like, even before you get to the door, you see there's like some like extra light shining out from underneath the door, and you start to open it, and it's like this like bright glow is hitting you. As what you do see is that it's not as tall as Ron, but it's a very like well-built man, like ginger hair, like strong jawline, probably like 6'1", but then like his eyes are just have this like bright like yellow white glow. It looks like his body, you ever heard like a flashlight to your hand and like goes through, like it looks like his body's glowing from the inside, and he's actually emanating heat. The mouth opens and you don't see it like talking like how mouths do, but you still do hear,
Greetings! I am here to meet one Heather. It is I, the all-seeing eye. I took this man's body. I told him, give it to me or I will kill your family, because I have sex to do. He's going to die soon, so we need to get going. Hello, it is I, the all-seeing eye.
and the body just, and like it is moving, but it's kind of like zombie-like. He's like,
This is a temporary vessel. Anyways, my friend Marlon said that I should say directly to you what I like about you. And Heather, I like the fact that you are a demon, and it turns me on that it's wrong. And this is hot to me.
This is like horny Weekend at Bernie's.
I would imagine that there's a little bit of space between where they're watching the movie and where the door is. So the moment she hears that it's like the all-seeing eye that's there, she turns to Jamie and she says, oh my God, you need to do something for me, girl. You need to go there and talk to the all-seeing eye and make sure that he doesn't have any ill intentions. He's cool to be with us tonight. And just wingman it for me for a second, all right? I need to talk to Ron.
Okay, I'll do my best.
Jamie, I want to kill this fucking angel.
Jamie ignores that. And Jamie goes over to talk to the all-seeing eye.
Hello, I am the all-seeing eye. I've seen you through your friend's Victor's eyes before.
Marlon, I go by Marlon.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've seen you through your friend Marlon's eyes before. He sometimes looks at you and wonders, why can't I be that happy? What does she have that I don't? Is something different in her? Is a part of me missing?
You don't need to tell everyone.
That's very
my internal
interesting.
monologue.
Sometimes Marlon looks at your friend Ron and goes, damn, why is he like this? What am I missing? These two people like me? I think they're
Stop
wrong.
it! Stop it!
Sorry, it's hard to be in this body. Sometimes humans say what they think. I, the all-seeing eye, will kill this man soon because he's burning from the inside out.
So, Jamie is fully emulating like a Mean Girls persona, by the way. Like as best as she can.
Yeah, you're great at
it
masking.
doesn't work. It doesn't work, but she's trying. I talked to Heather.
Yes.
And she was like, she wanted to know, you can hang, but you have to be cool. Can you be cool and chill.
I'm totally cool and chill.
And he like the arm like is like kind of slowly moving up, and he just like barely like it's like still kind of limp, and he just like rested on the the wall he's next to. Goes,
Look at me. I am so cool and chill.
Well, you can hang, but only if you can be cool, and if you stop being cool, we're gonna need you to go.
I do have to alert you. This man's body temperature is rising to a very high degree. So I do not know if you mean cool as in the slang vernacular term of fun to be around, or cool as in temperature-wise, because this man will be burned from the inside out in about an hour and a half.
Would like a cold shower help?
Afterwards, yes.
That's not... Okay. Well,
Jamie, kill this fucking angel. Jamie just slit his throat.
you can hang, but don't interrupt the movie, and Heather's busy, and she'll talk to you when she feels like it.
We're watching Mean
So
Girls.
yeah, we cut back over to as the three of you, well, the two of you are talking to this angel in a human suit, and then Heather and Ron are alone in the movie room.
So I know that's a movie room, but I imagine that it's way more fun to have a mattress or something on the ground and all like lay on the mattresses and stuff.
You could have you told people to take out some of the chairs and bring in mattresses.
So she sidles up to Ron and says, so, I've been having a lot of fun today. You guys are actually pretty cool to hang around with. Would you ever consider visiting me in hell? Because, I would love to introduce you to my dad sometime. And I'm sure he would absolutely love you because you're so, so human and so kind, and it's all the stuff we don't have down in hell. It's actually quite nice.
Heather, I want to say it's been a real pleasure. This has been a joy of a day. We've had a real rough couple of weeks, and I want to say it's been real nice having more prime rib. That's delicious. Now hold on there. Thank you. I appreciate it. I gotta talk to my friend here. No, I look. I've heard a lot of bad things about hell, and I know that you totally said that's a lot of that's just fake news or propaganda, and I don't doubt it, because I've met some. I mean, Belphegor's from hell. He's all right. Marlon seems to be doing all right hanging out with him. But that Mammon fella blew a hole in my chest, and Ron pulls open to reveal there's like a circle of less tanned skin where a giant, like if you'll recall from previous listeners, will recall Ron getting his back blown out in a bad way by Mammon.
Fan art.
Thank you. And I mean, and I do love meeting. My experience meeting people's parents has also not been remarkably great over the last month or so, thinking back to first watch. But I'd love
Great juice.
Great juice, bad coffee, $1 million bacon, don't meet your ex there. But anything I'd do to be a hand, if you need some help down there in hell, I'd be happy. I'd be one of the first people to probably go down to hell and help. But right now, I got to make sure I focus on getting me and my friends on this road trip. We're going across the southeast, just seeing sights and becoming ourselves.
Oh, I totally get that. It's, again, so kind of you to take your friends first. You can leave the shirt off, totally. I really don't mind. Anyway, that would be cool, Like, I'm sure you can go on your little road trip still with your... How did you call yourselves again? Like
we're the road trippers.
Your road trippers? Yeah, right.
On account of the road trip.
You could totally do that, and I could just pop in some other time. And if you have like a little free moment, I could take you out to dinner in hell, meet my dad, and then you could like still go on your road trip and stuff. I assure you, it's a lovely place. You should see our penthouse there. It has the best view of hell. You can see all the burning and our little circle. It's kept up so nice. I would love to show you.
I'd awful love to see hell. I've always read and heard so much about it. It seems like a very interesting sight, and I appreciate you being able to bring me back, because that was also a concern I had rolling in the back of my head, is that will I be able to leave hell afterwards? But I appreciate it. It's just a nice little visit and hangout. I do want to let you know I don't want to come at you with any strange intentions. I've got my heart. It's in a correctional facility somewhere a little ways down the road, in the pocket of a beautiful, massive woman named Victoria. And I don't want to lead you astray, but I'm And you're real pretty and you're real nice, and I've enjoyed this time, and I'd love to spend some more time with you. But I don't want you to. I want to leave it anything hidden. Put it all on the table. That's what this has been about. It really. Oh gosh, I'm a blushing, aren't I?
You don't have your heart anymore? And then she reaches out and puts like a hand on his chest, and she still feels like the beating.
Sort of, it's poetic.
So she's like, oh, right, you're right. You humans and your words, right? Got it. Silly me. Anyway, no, don't worry about it. It's like, silly. Like, don't get any wrong intentions. But why would I ever fully settle down with a human? Like, no offense, I would love to take you to hell and meet my dad and have a lot of fun with you. I could show you so many places in hell and so many places on earth as well. Ooh, and maybe heaven. Anyway, we could have a lot of fun. And I don't need your heart, silly. Your soul is enough, but I won't take it. I will let you keep it.
Oh, shucks. Well, that's the nicest thing a demon's ever said to me in my whole life. And I've had several conversations far more unsettling than this. Well, I'm going to take you right up on that. Let me write my number down on this card. And he hands you a little card. His name, it says Ron. It's got a phone number on it.
She touches it, and it goes up in flames. And she says, perfect. I can't wait. And then she calls over to the other side and she says, JB, do you think he's cool enough?
I said he had to be cool, and if he couldn't be cool, he couldn't hang. So he's trying his best.
Great. Well, I guess he can enter then.
He's made himself a drink, and it's just a mixture of everything that was in the bar. And he goes,
greetings, I'm here to do a chill sesh with you, as the kids call it.
And then he just takes the glass, opens up his mouth, and just isn't it's just pouring stuff into
like sizzle because it's hot?
Yeah, it's like pouring stuff into the mouth, but then it's just like spilling out because he doesn't understand swallowing. He goes,
human libations. I feel good about this. Oh, I didn't even notice that you were here, Heather.
I think she actually plays into that because she also, after all the movies she saw, she was like, oh, well, I didn't think you would join us, but I guess it's nice that you do. Oh, it's so fun that you have a human body on loan. You could do so many fun things right now. I didn't think to get one myself, but maybe I should.
Yes, I went around and I was seeking after I was repenting, and I tried to look for one that looks as much like the man being fed meat right now. And this was the closest one in vicinity, and I thought, yes, this shall do nicely. Anyways, would you like another one of these beverages?
And he's just like, is like overpouring like a glass filled with vodka as he once again just like dumps it into his mouth, not swallowing. He goes,
that hits the spot because I'm so chill with this.
Just take this. I give him a mimosa. There's a bunch of premium. Take this. It's
he
better.
goes, yes, this lovely drink.
And he just bites the glass.
No! There's just like blood.
Yeah.
I think Heather giggles at that and says, oh, you're so funny, all-seeing eye. Can I call you that?
Yes, that is my name.
That's so cool. Anyway, did you think about me when you were repenting?
I did a lot. I'm thinking about it right now. Maybe we could go repent together, as this body will be burnt up from the inside within the hour.
Well, here's what. I'm sure I can get you a plenty of nice new bodies up until we have some time for that. But, I did promise my friends here that we would have a movie night still. So how about you join us for the movie night? And if you're cool enough after that, we could get you a nice little new body and we could hit up the sauna together.
I like the idea of this. What is this movie you're watching? Rachel McAdams is a big favorite up in heaven.
Right? I told them all about your propaganda. I told them that we brought Beetlejuice to Earth.
I do like the film Beetlejuice. I must apologize for Kirk Cameron. He got really out of our hands.
All-seeing eye, what if you left that guy's body so he doesn't burn up and die? If you're gonna
Oh,
get
he
another
will
body?
die regardless.
Okay, never
But I
mind.
did tell him it was in service of the Lord, and as I told you, God is down with fucking.
Okay.
Humans love to do all sorts of things for their lord. It's so silly.
This is very fun for us. We can tell people it's for the Lord, and technically it is because we are her servants. It's not a lie if you tell the truth. That's what angels always say.
That is, yeah, no, he's got us there.
Well,
Fuck.
here the movie's still playing. So you want
Anyways,
to sit?
yes, I'll enjoy the meats as this man does too.
And he just like puts slices of meat in his mouth and is just like sucking it in and out. He does not get swallowing.
I imagine for the rest of the movie, Heather is low-key flirting with him, but in a very like almost high school manner of flirting. She's doing the same with food and drinks. Like she can't actually eat or drink them, so she
Oh,
like
they're
takes a
bonding.
drink and just like throws it over her shoulder. And takes food and then just like puts it under the blanket, like, but does make the sounds like she's eating, like, delicious human food.
Oh, there's another slice of prime
yeah.
rib under the blanket.
What a weird ass scene.
I think when you do that, it splashes Marlon in the face,
Yeah.
and he just has to take it. He's like takes a napkin and.
Y'all watch the rest of Mean Girls. There's this weird flirting of two celestial beings in human form that don't understand stuff but aren't letting that stop them. Ron has been fed so much meat, he's full for the first time in a long time. Jamie is really into Mean Girls and is like for sure trying to act it up as that. And Dodo is very conflicted as he hates the situation, but also is very interested in both Heather and the all-seeing eye. The movie ends. Dodo says to James, like, hey, you mind if I ask something to Heather?
Let me check.
All right, yeah.
Hey, Heather.
What is a girlfriend? And I imagine that there is one giant bed in this room, so she intends for everyone to just sleep together cozily in this like large bed, all-seeing eye included, that is. Like she wants him to stay for the sleepover, and she says, what is a girlfriend?
So my bud, who's inside of me, was wondering if he could talk to you.
Well, that depends. Is he cool?
He's pretty cool, but I will say that he's like a little excited. So just like, be ready.
Well, look, if you say he's pretty cool, then that counts in my book. So I'll trust you. He can talk to me.
Okay, he is one of my best friends, but Dodo, be chill. And then she gives Dodo the head.
Yeah, Dodo's like head pops back up again. And he was like, oh, hey, what's going on, everyone? That was a great movie. And you see him like reach over, grab with his beak one of the glasses because there's just so much booze around. And he just picks it up and like just chugs it back and then just like throws the glass at the wall. He goes, oh, hey, Heather, it's great. Been a good day with you. We were talking about getting bodies for people and stuff like that. And, and then you look like you're having a good time with this man here. I don't know, maybe if you could get old Dodo a body. This is Jamie's body. It's, it's hers. We've had a lot of talks about what can and can't be done with it. Jamie's still exploring a lot of stuff in herself, not ready for the things I'd like to do. But I don't know if maybe you wanted, old Dodo to do anything for you. I kill people for you. I saw some, men stepping on Ron earlier. You could step on me. I could step on you. I could get a body and you could do things I could do to you. I could do things to the all-seeing eye too. I've never been with an angel. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to put all my cards on the table here. This has been the best day of my life. I just killed one of my arch nemesis here. I ate him up real good. I got some of his power now. We're having a fun time. Everyone smells just as good as Marlon does at all times. And I'm just, wondering, maybe if you're interested, maybe you get me a body so I could, temporarily not be in Jamie's body and we could just see where this kind of goes.
Are you trying to invite yourself to our sauna getaway, Dodo?
I am 100% trying to do that. I know Jamie said I'm really cool, but I don't got a lot of time. Usually when I have my own body, it's more ethereal than anything, and so usually the bodies physically that I'm in are, well, Jamie's really, for the first time I've really fully bonded with a person. So this is like Jamie's body 100%. She's just let me tag along. So I don't want to do anything uncouth in that, but I would love to go do filthy stuff with you and this angel.
Well, I wouldn't want you to defile Jamie's body like that either, because she is a very good friend of mine now. So if you don't use her body, and if we can get you into another body temporarily, I guess you could maybe join us when we go to the sauna if you can handle the heat,
He's like, this is the greatest news ever. So I can't wait. So we're gonna do like cuddle puddle tonight, then me, you, and the angel, and that you just hear that it's like,
I will have to get a new body, as in the middle of the night this body will turn to ash. But do not worry, I shall return in the morning with a hunkier, better body, and we shall go to the sauna together. And we will repent so much, and I will not lie about repenting, as that one man kept saying that he lied about it before. I will repent again and again.
She says to Dodo, and I am sure you could tell me all about the murders you've done and all the sins you committed, and we could have a little fun.
and you just hear Dodo say out loud, Jamie, you are the coolest person I've ever been inside of. This is the best day of my life. Anyways, I can't wait for the cuddle party. And then like Jamie's head pops back up.
Oh,
And Dodo is thinking some thoughts.
Are they of a quality?
Have fun with that.
Jamie's just like, Dodo.
Hey, Dodo, quick question. Is it dangerous for you to hop out of my body?
Oh, no. Well, I mean, we're talking, this is like angel demon stuff here. They're going to take care of it. I'm still going to be tethered to you.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to go borrow a body, tell Heather whichever body she wants me to be in the best. I don't care. They're just going to be a shell. They might remember. Actually, they will probably, but that's whatever.
Is there a way for you to go do that, and then when you come back, I don't remember what you did?
Jamie, I do have to say, we do share everything. I'll try to keep it in my room as much as possible.
Yeah, put it in a box in your room.
I'm going to let you know, though, there's going to be a couple more things in that box. You should definitely don't look in the box.
I don't want to look in the box. I won't look in the box.
Jamie, it's going to be a pretty cool box. Just when you're ready to look into it. You know what?
Dodo.
I'm just saying, it's a fun box.
You're my friends. This is weird.
Okay, well, it's fine.
Jamie flips her.
Aw.
I like you have short hair, too, so it doesn't really do much.
Yeah, it just moves a little bit.
Yeah. I think y'all have a nice little cuddle party. There are just attendants waiting for you. Semi-mind control, but giving you glasses of water throughout the night, little snacks. What is the sleeping order in this large bed? Because we got the all-seeing eye and a very hot body, both physically and temperature-wise. We got Heather, we got Jamie, we got Ron, we got Marlon.
Marlon would try to be towards the edge.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. I think Heather would make sure Marlon is at an edge, because in her mind, at some point in the evening, people push and humans like to extend their legs, and there's a very slight chance Marlon might fall out of the bed, and it would be funny.
He does at some point.
Yeah.
And it is.
He goes, ah!
Yeah.
Jamie has always wanted to be in a sleepover cuddle puddle and never has. So she's going to be wherever Heather wants.
Heather would obviously position herself in the middle with Ron next to her and Jamie on the other side, and she would play hard to get with the all-seeing eye. But she definitely, if they were to sleep, Heather doesn't sleep, but she does get very, very hot as well. It's like in another mindset, in another state of being for the time. So she doesn't respond, but she definitely gets very hot for the people next to her. So that's Ron and Jamie.
Yeah, and at one point, the all-seeing eye does turn to dust in that body.
Does it go poof?
Yeah.
He goes, it's happening now. I'll be back as a mega honk.
That poor man.
He's serving the Lord. Actually, they didn't do fucking. So, yeah. So y'all sleep. Marlon doesn't sleep that well. I think Ron and Jamie sleep pretty good. It's a very comfy bed.
Let's say that at a certain point in the evening, when they were making the bed and all getting ready, when Heather was alone with Jamie at a certain point, she would be like laying on the bed with her feet twirling again, as she would say, I had so much fun today, Jamie. You are such a nice human.
Thank you so much. You're so cool. This was one of the best days of my life.
She does a little hair flip and says, don't I know it? Anyway, this doesn't just have to be the last best day of your life because, spoiler, you still have a bit of life in front of you. I thought you would like to know that.
Oh, wow.
I found this absolutely fascinating things that you humans do, and I thought it would be fun to try it out. She goes to all of the boxes that are in the room and all of the bags and takes out one of the bags of Claire's, and she takes out one of those pair of necklaces, and it's like the best friend necklaces that you have in Claire's, but one of them, so both of them have like BFF on them written, but one of them is like a moon and one of them is like a sun, you know, like that kind of matching thing. And together they make like one little form, and she takes them, goes back to the bed and like holds them out, and she says, I don't want the fun to end here, so how about we make a little pact?
I've always wondered what this would be like if someone gave me a best friend necklace. But is this like a friendship pact or a demon pact, or are they the same thing for you?
Oh, they're both. They are absolutely both. So we make a little pact, a little demon pact between the two of us, and we just have to be BFFs.
I want to be your BFF. That sounds amazing.
Oh my god, that's so cool. And then she like takes out the necklaces, and she's like, I don't know what all of the old fussy demons are on about with their paperwork and with the little, oh, you need to sign this and you need to hold this contract. What kind of boring shit is that? Am I right? This is way more fun.
Duh.
And she holds out the sun necklace to Jamie.
Jamie takes it and puts it on.
This is going to be so much fun. Oh my god, I love having a BFF. This is so great.
I'm so excited. Does this like what is okay? So, I've never had like a BFF before. I mean, I guess I have a really good friend now, but what does it mean to be your BFF?
I don't know. It's kind of a human term, isn't it?
Oh, I guess
maybe if you guys ever, just between the two of us girlfriends, I invited Ron to come over to Hell sometime to meet my dad, have a little dinner. So, you know, maybe when you guys find the time, I will be around on Earth, obviously. I still have my quota to fulfill until I can take over my daddy's business. But up until that is finished, I will be here on Earth. So maybe, you know, you have the necklace. I could pop in sometime, but after that, I could always take you to see the hell horses in hell.
Oh my god, that would be so cool.
I know, right? This is so much fun. Not taking your souls was one of the best decisions today.
I'm also really glad you didn't take our souls.
Right? I'm so happy you're happy with that.
Def. That's short for definitely.
I know. That's so cool of you.
Well, thank you for being my BFF. I'm going to send you horse memes.
Sure, we're going to have a lot more fun together. And, you know, maybe once I have all of this Earth business figured out, I could get one of those, like, silly little machines you guys like to keep around. Like, I know Ron gave me his number? I didn't know humans had numbers, but it seems pretty long, so I guess that checks out.
Yeah.
His human number 09 and so on.
There's area codes and country codes, and then you have your individual number, and you can actually have multiple numbers or get a new number if you want to change it.
Oh my god, that's so boring, Jamie.
When she's right, folks.
Well, yeah, you could it's called a cell phone, and then we could call each other, and I could send you texts, and I could text you like funny things that Marlon and Ron do.
I will get one of the humans to do that for me after I fuck the living shit out of Dodo and the all-seeing eye.
Okay.
Well, I guess we go to sleep now.
Good night. Sleep tight.
Yeah. So, the best scene that's ever happened in this show goes down. And yeah, y'all do wake up. There is a note for you, for the three of you from Heather. But this is, before we read the note, Jamie, for the first time in a long time, you still feel connected to Dodo, but like it's quiet, and you're both Marlon and Jamie's heads
Thank God.
temporarily. Marlon, you have like the most control over your arms since, especially because for the longest time it was still very connected to Cole, and they were trying to choke you out and kill you. And then you are like, there are still servants waiting, like the waitstaff is waiting for
Servants?
you. Yeah, I mean, in this instance, they're servants. Let's be honest.
Peasants.
They've all been mind controlled by a demon.
Well, wants French toast.
But they are like they had been instructed by Heather, like, y'all have this room for a full other, like, the rest of this day and night. The spa, you have been informed the spa has been closed down for the day. It has been fully booked.
Yeah, they have to bleach them.
Well, no,
It's in use.
It's in use right now. What does the note from Heather read for the three of them?
In big words, it just says, "You're welcome." And then in small notes on the back, it says, "For Ron, double points," and then just like 3 hearts and "See you soon." And for Jamie, double points, it says, "Can't wait to talk to you more, bestie." And then for Marlon, no, it doesn't say for Marlon, it says for Martin. For Martin, double point, "Good luck with that."
Okay,
That's nice.
fine.
Just begrudgingly eating French toast.
Fine. Whatever.
Jamie's having pancakes with whipped cream and strawberries.
Yeah, there's a man still willing to feed Ron.
But as you're enjoying the silence in your minds for the first time in quite a while, Ron has put on Beetlejuice and is now singing Deo along with the end credits. So we're in the middle of the movie there. Yeah.
As soon as everyone's up, Jamie's going to jump on the bed for a while.
Yeah. Y'all enjoy yourself for the rest of the day in this very fancy hotel. Well, at some points, banging so loud of an apex, a demon, and an angel, it is heard from even the penthouse.
Shaking a little bit.
The
Complete lack of faking.
Yeah.
Marlon finds earplugs. Or just like headphones, and he's watching something on his phone.
Yeah, and the camera just kind of focuses on like the shaking of like this spa, and like slowly zooms out, and you do see just a bunch of people standing around, kind of kneeling and bowing, and somewhat even worshiping this this hotel and spa with a lot of bloody eyes. But also, there's a lot of people that are like glowing and angelic, because it turns out when an angel and a demon fuck, it's weird and makes a lot of stuff happen. And Dodo's also there getting nasty.
TripAdvisor rating 6 stars.
And as we hear angelic and demon-like screams, the camera fades to black. Oddity Roadshow is an actual play podcast using the Monster of the Week system.
I'm Paul Byron, and I played Ron the Chosen.
I'm Allison Maier, and I played Jamie the Monstrous.
I'm Shannon Strucci, and I played Marlon the Crooked.
Hi, I'm Syriinx, and I played Heather the Demon.
And I've been your GM, Joel Ruiz. Music by People Need Goals, Zach Nichols, and Sarashu. With character art by Christina Marina and episode art by Sarah Gobble. For additional information, please visit our website at oddityroadshow.com. And thank you so much for listening to episode 39, The Tale of the Spa Day. This is a very fun one and did not go anywhere that I expected. Well, I expected some of it, as we had talked a little bit about before, but with Syriinx, but honestly, crazy shit. Love how it ended up. And if you want to check out any of the amazing guest Syriinx's stuff, she gave a little plug, so give a listen. This is where you can find stuff.
If you want more of me, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram as Syriinx. Syriinx is spelled Syriinx.
And once again, I just want to thank her so much for coming on. Truly amazing guest. Very, very happy to have her on. We definitely have to have her back before the end of Oddity Roadshow because we want to go to hell in both Oddity Roadshow and Critical Bits. So if you want to hear more, she joined us for the Oddity Post Show. It was a very fun one. If you're asking what's that, you shouldn't be because you know. Unless maybe you're only listening to this episode because she was the guest and you're checking it out. But if you want to know, here's a little clip from the Oddity Post Show for episode 39.
You mean Martin?
Martin, good
I
luck.
had so many more names written down because I was like, oh, I could call him a different name every single time, but then it just like didn't happen. But I had legit had like 5 names written down.
What
that
were
I could
they?
Call Marlon. It was all like similar. So it was Marion, Marvin, Martin, Morgan, and Alan.
Nice.
Alan! I like Marvin.
Not even close.
Yeah.
Marvin and Alan.
So give it a listen. Go over to patreon.com/doyouvalidate. And for just $5 a month, you get access to all the Oddity Post shows there. We got a backlog of them. And you get a lot of other stuff for $5 a month. For $10 a month, you get all the episodes early. That's tight as hell. What else can you get? Well, you can give us $20 a month and become an Eternal Light Level member. You can give us $30 a month and become an Eternal Baddie. And I'll give you shout outs on both this show and SS Batship. You can become an associate producer for $50 or an executive producer for $100. Like example, both Birras and Luke Holt are associate producers and they fucking rock for that. And you know who rocks even harder because of the more money they give? Andrew Harper, who is our executive producer. That's right, everybody. You guys can pay me money and I will say good things about you. Also, as I said, Eternal Light Level members and Eternal Baddies, I give a shout out to one of you every single episode. And this episode, I'm going to give a shout out to Twig. Hello, Twig. Thank you so much for being an Eternal Baddie, not just an Eternal Light Level member. I've already given you a shout out on SS Batship, I believe, too. So, Twig, I hope everything is going well. I hope things are tight for you. I hope that you have a nice little beverage. I hope that if you have a pet, you're getting to love them. I hope if you don't have a pet and you want one, you get one soon. I hope if you don't like pets, that you don't have to deal with them. You know, whatever works for you and pets, that's what I want happening. And I'm just so grateful for your patronage. Maybe you find a nice little penny on the ground and it's a good luck penny or something like that. Maybe you go to your favorite store and they're having a sale. I don't know if people go to stores anymore. I don't really know what Twig does, but I do know one thing. Twig is pretty fucking cool. So thank you so much, Twig, for being an Eternal Baddie and supporting not only Oddity Roadshow, but the Do You Validate studio in general. And yeah, that's right, everybody. We got a studio, and that's where a lot of your money goes, honestly, is paying the rent of the studio because we're still working up at it. So if you're wondering, hey, where's all the Patreon money going to go? It's going to these shows. I opened up a studio almost a year ago in September of 2023. We record all of our shows out of it. We're making a bunch of new stuff. We have plans to do so much more. For instance, on October 16th, 23rd, and 30th, we're going to do something very special. What's special, you ask? We're going to be debuting a brand new miniseries called The Avarice Hotel using the Killer Ratings game. If y'all remember, we put it out a bonus episode when we actually launched the studio. We did a little Killer Ratings bonus episode that we put out on this feed. We are going to be doing a very fun miniseries called The Avarice Hotel, like I just said, using Killer Ratings. It's going to be a 3-part trilogy shot and edited in the style of horror movies where 3 different groups of paranormal investigator TV shows are going to be going to the same hotel throughout 3 different time periods. So the first group will go in 1998, then 2012, then 2024, but y'all are going to see it in reverse order and see why the hotel's so spooky, what's happening. We have an amazing cast, some Batship cast, some Oddity Roadshow cast, a lot of new friends, a lot of new faces. It's going to be so much fun. So mark your calendars, October 16th, 23rd, and 30th. We're going to be doing live watch-alongs on Twitch, and we'll be putting out full audio episodes later, but the videos will be up because we have a studio. So I have an office in the studio, but we also have a soundstage. If any of y'all saw the actual telethon we did, it was all out of our soundstage, and that's where most of this stuff is going. We're trying to build up a real-ass network here, so where hopefully we can eventually get sponsorships and ads and stuff like that to produce more content and start paying people like actual wages for the work they're doing, as well as myself. So please, 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 if you've ever considered becoming a patron of this show or any of the other ones, all of the Do You Validate shows have one Patreon. So we're trying to give you the most bang for your buck. So $5 gets you access to everything we have. $10 gets you early episodes for all the Do You Validate shows. It's a really good value. So please consider becoming a Do You Validate patron. That'd be very helpful. And that's, that's the plugs that we're trying to do. do. Give us money because we're actually trying to build something here. And if you can't, thanks for listening anyways and telling people about it. Go check out all of our other shows. We got The Astonishing Adventures of the SS Batship. It's another actual play. We have the entire series of Critical Bits. Go listen to that. If you've never listened to Critical Bits and you need something, there's 94 amazing episodes and it's fully done and out. We have Riff Tank. It is a comedy improv podcast hosted by myself and 2 rotating guests where we come up with a new movie premise every single week. And we have Jingle Jangle, which will be released later this year, which is a Riverdale fan cast with myself, old cast member Shelby Lee from Critical Bits, and her husband, Kevin Moore. It's a great time. So there's a lot of stuff here at Do You Validate that we're trying to push out, and we need your help. And if you can't give us money, tell all your friends about us. Tell people to check us out. And we got websites for everything. So thank you all so much. Go post about us, go review. Make sure to mark your calendars October 16th, 23rd, and 30th for the Everest Hotel. It's going to be a great time. And once again, thank you so much for Syriinx for coming on. It was an amazing guest episode. And we'll be back in 2 weeks with episode 40, Uncle Marlin.
Hello there. What is your name?
My name is Eric. What's going on here?
I am the all-seeing eye of justice, and I heard your prayers.
I was just praying that I didn't have to go to work today. I didn't really know anyone was listening. So wait, are you like an angel?
Yes, I am an angel of justice. Would you like to serve me?
I guess I can. Wait, so you guys do listen, so angels are real and you guys listen to prayers specifically about not wanting to go to work?
I feel like that doesn't really matter right now because I have a more important job for you to do.
Wait, you're gonna get me out of work by going to work on something else?
You're getting sidetracked. I have an important mission for you. It is a mission of God's will.
Oh, okay. I guess I don't really believe in God. I was just kind of, thinking to myself, God let me get out of work today, but I guess God is real. Yeah, I guess, what is it? What do I got to do?
Just let me use your body as a vessel, and you will see heaven afterwards, because you will serve the Lord.
Wait, the way you're saying see heaven afterwards, does that mean I'm going to die?
Probably it does, but don't worry. You'll guaranteed go to heaven.
Do I have a job in heaven?
No, this will pay your way in there, and you won't have to do anything except for chill, unless you want to work.
Fuck it, yeah, I guess I'll die. That sounds better than really doing anything else. So what do I gotta, oh God, oh my body, it's so hot, oh my God.
Ah, yes, this will work. Now let me go tell Heather how much I would like to do sex to her.
This show is part of the Do You Validate network.